Ficou ao contrário aqui a placa. E aí, tamo online, na live, visita. Pô, eu fiquei esperando até agora eles liberarem a transmissão na lobby do PS4, igual todas as vezes eles fizeram, mas eles não colocaram, então agora o jogo já começou. E eu vou tentar colocar a câmera aqui do lado e eu preciso iniciar uma partida pra conseguir assistir. Ai meu Deus, ai meu Deus, ai meu Deus. Então eu vou botar o tumulto aqui porque eu quero assistir também. Eu vou deixar rolando aqui a partida. Pera aí. Eu vou botar pra cá assim, ó. Eu não quero. Não ficou legal, não. Ficou legal. Pô, eu queria mostrar os Pokémonzinhos também, mas não vai dar pra mostrar. Não, foi mal. Vou parar de zoar, porque o assunto é sério. É a final do Mundial do campeonato. Mundial de Fortnite. É o primeiro campeonato. Então, é só os melhores do mundo. E o melhor que vai ganhar vai ser o primeiro melhor do mundo a ganhar. Primeiro ganhar o melhor do mundo. Olha lá a transmissão aí, ó.
Players will just hit the trees down to 50 total HP left, but they won't fully remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations for not only.
Pô, uma sacanagem que só dá pra ver durante a partida. Mas tá bom, né? Não é nada, mas também não é porra nenhuma. Cara, eu errei o título do vídeo. É a final.
Takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across to that treehouse building in southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest of the
vou parar aqui para ajustar a stream rapidinho.
Here, a little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. It's going to stay very, very high in the player count. Crew maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through. Doesn't quite. Storm waiting inside. We see this all the time. Just holding the edit inside the pyramid. If he doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Maybe check his other side. King, Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive at this point. He might have a high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp can go down.
Oh no! Okay. Oh okay. No. And you see King, a little bit of a smirk right
matou o Nix, caralho, velho. Caô que ele matou o Nix, mano. Puta bosta.
In the game, it was Skeptic who winds up going down to Mongrel Petro. This time I think King will live to see another fight, but ooh, I like some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. He wins that fight with a quick wall reach.
Meu Deus. Calma que eu vou gestar aqui rapidinho.
Creo, Hornet, and Clicks currently within a couple buildings of each other, and you see on your screen in the backside, Lechi, Maw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Flutter Noise rotating through, looks like on a ball on the backside. Real quick, we'll put the replay up of exactly how that played out. Storm here, inside that box just moments ago. Oh.
Caralho, que kill, mano. Mano, que play foi essa com essa SMG que é horrível e dificílimo de acertar tiro com essa desgraça, velho. Que play, mano, na moral, velho, aí.
As we see Rogue Shark currently dropping down the bandage for the moment. Already the ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it. So if you didn't catch what happened right there, Dr. Lupo, quick little breakdown. The campfire was placed, he lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then edited past the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest but most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1x1. Left Eye did just get an elimination. Does use that shockwave to get away from E-Rouse, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elim.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds, my apologies, before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just northeast centered from Neo tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. Let's see here. Dubs. Play, trying to push from the outside of Flint, knocking his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a bead on Evil Mare. Goes down out here at the old Greasy Grove Ice Lake.
And you see Evil Mare with still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 30 health left. So Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory for Riverson, for Team Liquid. 6 shockwave grenades, 2 minis, 3 chug splashes, a launch pad. Weapons a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play, and Dr. Lupo, we haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent players from potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players at this point, when there's over 70, when the circle closes, people are going to start to take
Eita, me pegou aqui enquanto eu tô ajustando o vídeo. Pera aí.
Unless they are over the threshold for the amount of damage done in the lobby. It's a way to encourage players to get engaged in fights without having to force anybody. You can't really just sit still the entire time. You've got to get engaged, get involved in what's going on.
And it ends when we go below that threshold. To bring up this first threshold, you have to drop below 70 players. So Storm Surge will remain in play right now until 69 players is reached. You see Booga with an elimination, Blaster with one as well. Players above the damage threshold sitting pretty right now, but players who are below it, they're frantically searching for some damage they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup duo champions from yesterday. Just outside of Rusty Divot, shots inside here. Colorful trying to rotate back away. Doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages. Competitive Fortnite, an instant throw 20, and it's HP or shield. It will transfer across both. But may not be able to get this off quite yet. It's going to cancel.
He did.
Oh, he did indeed.
Yep.
Kurtz applying pressure from the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Only 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is.
Show, já fiz tudo acho que eu deveria fazer. Então agora eu vou pro jogo. E eu quero assistir, cara.
Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him from this Brazil, trying to rep for his family. Class elimination there as well onto Twins. And Storm Surge is now active for the players still above. So people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk. Common tactical shotgun, but another player begins to throw their name into the hat. Dr. Lupo Kurtz, no more shield left to back up for the moment.
At this point with the circle where it is, we've got 60 seconds before things start to close, and I would say it's maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You can see a lot of players push to the loot lake. You have to realize.
Pô, tô achando que eu tô com essa desgraça aqui desse negócio.
Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 24 players right now training does not surprise us, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Harrians goes down. Start picking up that one, but not enough damage. Storm Surge, 2 more players did get eliminated.
I think he just got a buff down. The player began to drop. Right down to the Storm. One player away from the end. There it is.
Boa, man.
We just hit the threshold, so now no more panic has to come for these players for the moment. The next rule will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up.
Pô, minha cadeira fica diminuindo, velho. Minha cadeira é muito ruim. Deixa eu me matar aqui de novo. Minha cadeira é muito ruim, na moral, velho.
See exactly where things move through. Hold these edits and look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around him rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen competitive qualifiers. He actually spent some time talking a lot more this game from his drop. We've seen a big improvement since then. All the way here to the World Cup solo finals.
Will he use one of the campfires in the inventory? 25 extra health.
It depends on the play. If he's looking towards late game, he's going to
de uma 12 eu vou no drop.
Potentially when that final zone starts to close, we'll have to see. Quick reminder, on the right side of your screen, a victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15 is 5. Top 25 is 3 points, and every single elimination for these players is an additional point. The focus on the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill. Northeast side of Neil tilted. Actually a pretty good spot. You have multiple slips nearby. While those are still on, you have to remember those do turn off. Sky taking shots. I believe that's on DRG. Just to the south. No pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprised the speed doesn't go for the build there to protect and get a better spot.
Wow, that's solid damage.
Let's go for it.
Solid damage. And look what's also on the ground right there.
Agora só de passar em cima, pega o item lá. Da hora, hein? Não precisa mais puxar a picareta pra você não trocar de item.
We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who yesterday in the duos competition moved up. Stubbs already dropped this game. We'll see how Mega plays this one. Get to the box, too clean.
Tô achando que a bala tá estancando aqui.
And there it comes through, and near max materials, slurp juice as well as chunk splashes will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from Skype is Skype recognizes he's got extra materials back, so he's going to run back, build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to in these next zones. Here's everyone on the map. A rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there still on your screen. Commandment, Epic Whale. There's an arrow still boxed up in metal just outside the zone. And Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one, but Zayt was in the lead with Saf yesterday, 5 of the 6 games, but in the end not able to close it out. See, just continue to spread is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of players not to the 50. So,
é engraçado porque confunde o estilo, não sei se era no jogo de lá ou se era no jogo daqui, tá ligado?
At this point too, you have a lot of players. Crunch is going to start to happen. Look out here and Zayt's going to play a single channel rotation in the next safe zone. That heavy sniper rifle we just saw moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately swap to that legendary AR to try and get a shot while the wall is gone. While the player may not be paying attention. This one's a big one right here. Immediate swap. Solid push through the wall. They do box up, but it looks like at that moment he saw the box was being covered from another player and decided to go for it. Keep in mind, here we go.
Keep in mind, no healing for Zayt, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights. Oh, yeah. Also today in solos, there's Dr. Lupo of the double heavy sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of your screen. Zayt, top left of your screen. Both the 2 eliminations so far, and here comes Storm Surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Carter did just go down to that Storm Surge, so an unfortunate game number 1 there, and ooh, some free shockwave able to pick up Dr. Lupo, being really useful in these rotating zones, and oh man, Lolboom is eating the stick bomb. 50 damage, Dr. Lupo. Terrible, terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
Lolboom, a solo Irishman, qualifying for the World Cup here. Gonna have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab one in the water right there if he sees it when he pops out. You can see Vivid on your screen. Evil still there as well. Psalm rotating in, multiple ballers still on the field. Look at that. Look at the
Oh,
this is like a Fortnite World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players stacked in next to each other. Bizzle going for the edit reset, can't quite catch himself just yet.
Muga's still making plays happen. A lot of people have him high up on the...
Cara, não sei se é aqui ou se é lá, velho. Que doideira.
Earlier on, down onto Aqua. Obviously was our Fortnite World Champion yesterday in duos.
Ai, roubou minha kill.
Pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list. Now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua. Looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate north, northwest. He's going to have to make a move soon. Very hefty weapon loadout. Not a whole ton of rotation. Doesn't have 2 launch pads. Doesn't have the lead of both. Those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. A little look back. King. Rotation here. Speed starting to light up. That is going to go down, down. Colorful taking on another one as well. King, 4 eliminations. Until top 25, so he only has those 4. But those are 4 very, very big points. Here we go, the storm starting.
Cara, é muito confuso. Se eu estivesse jogando solo, eu sei que eu tava fudido.
Community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the that could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That is real bad. Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jax, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
Mr. Savage trying to contest Rux for height as they both continue to build on up. Mr. Savage goes for the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment, so...
Cara, olha essa safe do final, velho do céu.
Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left. On the low ground right now, you've got Pika weak, Class weak, Clever Boys weak, Tuesday weak as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep fight. Yarkos, though, looking to challenge right now. 27 players left. Placement points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside there.
Oi.
Ultimate low ground warriors and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be looking for a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King at 7 limbs and it's made it into placements. King absolutely the #1 performance so far in game 1. 120 in total HP. Can he find us a limb? No! As the crowd erupts. Top 20 now, though, but King got the job done. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there.
King. Eita, kill.
Quick swap there. Ruga showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Players. Top 15. Mag with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players.
Caralho, ele me matou ainda, mano. Eu tava prestando atenção no jogo ali, mano. Ah! Oh, não me mate! Ah, eu vou te matar agora, hein. Não, falta só um, é meu. Não sei onde tem ninguém. E acabou. Meu Deus, mostra o ult. Cara. Acabou!
The #1 point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend. When do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Sam currently on height.
Tem que voltar pra outra partida pra continuar vendo, que já tá no final, meu Deus. Eu podia ter terminado de assistir o final. O Epic Games, isso é covardia, hein, cara. Pô. Os 2 primeiros dias rolou transmissão de boa e agora não tem mais? Não tem mesmo não, olha lá. Vou deixar entrar e vou correndo pegar um gole de café.
success right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too, folks. That is a statement game number 1 for Bugha, and here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo tried to prepare. You see the damage coming on through, but at that point, with that much of a health advantage, Creo stands no shot. What a brilliant ending. Talk about a great late game. Solos absolutely living up to the hype of the duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being in the World Cup Finals, and instead of opting for a safe, stay down the bottom, wait, bait your shots, you throw a shockwave down and you ascend to the high ground, take over and get the victory.
Eu tô com ping de 100 e porrada. Mano, eu não vi quem ganhou. Cadê o replay? Não é esse controle.
Instead, Bugha winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out of the shadow and elims the player. Happened 3 times right there, and it was big reasons why he was able to push on through.
Eu não vi quem ganhou.
What is that, 19 points in game number 1?
Game number 1.
I don't see how anyone's above that.
At this point, I mean, we're going to take a look exactly to see where
like I predicted
that falls on the leaderboards.
117 de ping. Bugha ganhou então, hein? Segundo lugar, King, Psalm, Hux, Jarcos, Creo, Clix, Comandante, Mega.
Top tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible.
And if you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1, all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there. Evil Mare on there as well. But a fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy.
Eu não sei como é que eu vou conseguir acertar uma snipada com 100 de ping, né? Pô, eles podiam ter colocado a transmissão igual no primeiro dia e no segundo, cara, lá no lobby pra poder assistir. Agora só dá pra assistir durante a partidinha.
You want a health advantage at the end. 9 elims to cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end, you've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I have like 200 mass. I realized that I could probably make a play with right? Just like get a big pump on it.
Vou me matar pra chegar lá na safe mais rápido.
An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Bugha. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see.
Pulei pro lado errado.
You can really ask for much more than that. A victory royale and 9 elims. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows it right there in game 1 and already a 9.
Caraca, ó, tá tão bugado que eu não tô vendo nem a velocidade que eu tô fazendo negócio, velho. Meu Deus. Bugado. More.
Unreal Island. Let's take a look.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Bugha was able to dominate the rest, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve Adore de Argentina, it is king of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination.
Ei, mano Luiz, beleza, mano? Como é que tá? Tá rolando a Mundial, mano. Só os brabos, os melhores do mundo.
That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the donkey laugh out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the 4th elims. He's in the box fight, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there onto Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the spree he's on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going at him. He says, if you want to fight me,
qual é, mano, Dontia? Ô, carai. Pô, achei que teu nome era Lucas, porra. Mano, na moral, eu jurava que teu nome era Lucas. Tá por 10. Como é que tá, mano? Tranquilão?
of the best, putting himself currently sitting in the number 2 spot.
Tá sumindo, hein, mano, Durante? Porra.
Absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage.
Pô, cara, da última vez que tu me falou que teu nome era Luiz, não falou que era... Você falou que era Lucas. Lucas? É, Lucas. Não falou que era Luiz, não, hein? Tá de marotagem, tá de marotagem.
You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the quick analysis of everything that happened in the middle of that game. A lot of action here at the Fortnite World Cup solo competition. This is the last day for the entire event as well. I hope everyone has enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people here in the crowd. Yeah. Absolutely, it's just been ridiculous. So much fun.
Pô, pois é, mano. Eu dei uma desanimada com a Twitch lá, cara. E também meus gadgets. Estão tudo dando ruim, mano, agora, pô. Uma desgraça, doido. Aí meu celular deu ruim e eu usava o celular pra ver o chat da Twitch. Então agora eu não consigo mais ver o chat lá da Twitch. Aí tô dando uma migrada aqui pro YouTube, tá ligado? Dar moral aqui no canal, que tava largadão, pô.
The superstar of Game 1, the talk on all social media with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. What a play! The lobby is ready.
Pô, tô com 100 e 120 de ping, velho. Se eu acertar esse tiro aqui vai ser foda. Vai começar a segunda partida. Vou acertar o pé dele lá, ó. Mano, agora ele cagou na cueca, era pra ele você tomar esse tiro. Olha só como é que demora pra chegar meu tiro lá, mano. Vou desistir, vou pra cima, pô. Na moral. Oi, safado. Eu vou te buscar. Ah, eu vou pra cá, ele vai achar que eu tô passando direto? Ah, olha só isso, que mentira, velho. Deu um tiro na cara dele. É esse ping safado aí. Não é possível.
Some great movement will be up there for them. Here again, the stats for last match. First place, the Victory Royale, 19 total points because of those 9
A temporada tá pra virar, o jogo tá cheio de bug. Olha o mastigado aqui, ó. Viu isso, mano, Durante? Como é que tá bugado? Não dá nem pra ver a construção direito. Vou usar aqui um shieldinho aqui, mano. Não dá nem pra fazer as paradas rápido. Eita!
By the way, a quick note here. Twins had 46 elims in his qualifying matches. So many eliminations to get to this point. Yeah. Over 10 games. It's huge.
And most players didn't even get the full 10, so you gotta think Twins did pop off in this region when he was going on through.
Caralho, tá batendo um brilho no meu rosto ali, velho. Parece até que eu sou o Edward do Vampiro Viado. Mano, o maluco só desapareceu. Não aparece nem a animação do maluco morrendo. CT zoar, cheio de bug.
As let me roll away for right now.
Ainda não, mano. Consertei nada. Tô usando um notebook zoadão aqui. Não, também na virada de temporada o jogo fica bugadão assim, cheio de lag. É sempre assim, não sei o que acontece. Nossa, se esse tiro pegar no maluco vai ser milagre de Rastafari. Mas eu acho que não tá só pra mim não, deve estar pra uma galera aí. Tá achando que eu não te ouvi? Ou foi na transmissão? Olha o Nix aí, é o BR aí, olha o Nix aí, ó. Calma aí, eu vou parar aqui pra ver o Nix.
Wouldn't be surprised if he goes in for it here in just a second, and he does. Watching that corner, Hornet still on the defensive. Long-range spray from a drum shotgun isn't enough, but up close, the thing is very, very deadly. Nix picking up first elimination for him in this game.
Also with the emote after the eliminations. That's 2 so far. This is spicy. I mean, I love this.
You'll love it.
I get like 1 eliminate for every 3 games. So every time I have the option to emote on an opponent, it's fantastic.
A very important note there. Nix had the most eliminations in the online opens at 61.
Olha o Nix aí, olha o Nix aí. Vou me trancar de novo pra ver o Nix. O Nix tem mais eliminações?
We often saw very aggressive gameplay from those players.
Tá fechando.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies.
Vou dropar atrás daquele animal ali. Eita, olha o animal aqui, ó.
4 kills, 3 big shields,
Good lord.
4 shadow bombs, a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue pump shotgun. Tfue set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's one of the best loot. There's so much loot here at the block, so many materials, so many opportunities. Get an advantageous position too, because you're right up the hill, except for this baller spawns up there. Those are going to get grabbed pretty quick. If they don't, if you're lucky enough, you have 3 positions. Well, not terribly far from slipstream for second, just past the umbrella. Glory down there. Meanwhile, Mr. Savage, 1v1 down here. There's actually 3 players. My apologies. You see on the minimap on the bottom right there. They can't see those arrows.
Não, o campeonato lá é solo, pô.
Audio cues trying to listen for each other. Takamura really moving through, trying to do some wall replacing.
É final do solo.
Material buffer. This fighting does happen here. Savage, potato.
Here is Tfue, the player just in front.
Esse ping tá brabo demais, velho.
Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent. There is a health advantage, but Tfue did a bit of damage as Fluja will begin to heal on up, so it does look like Tfue damaged the player, thought about challenging, but for right now we'll just box for a moment. They are very, very soon gonna have to move towards the zone.
If you're watching online, you get an opportunity here to clip some shots from Tfue. Very accurate. We'll see the before, we'll see the end. That was kind of great.
Oh my god.
Has a ton of material.
E o cego, man.
Go for a shot, but because he's trying to save a couple of balls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields, and Kluja says, you know what, I'm out of here, and the zone's already there, so Tfue has a long trek ahead of him. Might have decided he's going to use the launch pad here.
Acabou o material.
Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage.
Tem que voar daqui de jump. São 3 milhões, mano. 3 milhões de dolita pra casita.
Eliminated to start off this game in 90th place, so our game 1 winner out early on, which means that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were nearing the
3 milhões de dolita tá bom pra caralho, hein?
world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across Twitter. Send in what you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite.
Ai, tomei.
Everywhere.
Ia tentar pegar o maluco do outro lado ali.
Can't stress that enough. Let everyone know that.
Pô, mano, ganhou o campeonato, já era, fi. Pode parar. Pode parar, mano. Pode ficar tranquilo. Ó, o Nix tá lá, mano. Torcendo pros brazucão, né? BR é nóis. Ué, morri? Acabou a partida? Ah, perdemos, pode crer. Ah, não, eu esqueci que a tela sai, velho. Tem que voltar logo pro jogo. Eu achei que eles viajaram nisso, cara. Porque no primeiro dia de competição e no segundo, ontem, ele ficava ali no lobby pra poder assistir a transmissão. Agora só dá pra assistir durante uma partida, pô. Agora eu tô sendo praticamente obrigado aqui, né? A fazer a playzinha. Nem queria jogar também, né, ó. Mas, né, tamo ali. Quando eu morresse, podia dar pra ficar pelo menos no servidor assistindo lá. Mas não dá aí, ó. Não tem opção ali de entrar no jogo lá. Antes de começar também o campeonato, rolou um show do Marshmello, cara. Eu achei bem fraquinho o show do Marshmello. Foi menos de 10 minutos de show. O show que o Marshmello fez na vida real foi menor que o evento do que rolou dentro do jogo, pô. Não entendi nada. Eu não entendi nada. Bora, vai, entra que eu quero assistir. Vai, 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 vai. Ó o Peixotão aí com o uniforme do campeonatão. Vai logo, entra, 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 entra.
Insane.
Aê.
Zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
Aí, o Big foi bom, hein?
Off the map.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map, you've got nothing on the south end.
Podia dar até pra aumentar essa tela do campeonato aí no cantinho, velho. Eu até aumentava, velho.
Expect going into circle 3 or 4, we're going to see a very low player count in comparison to last game. We're already down to 75. And Storm Surge now getting ready to kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before damage starts to go out to those that have not dealt enough of it. Yep. Multiple players bunkering up here and having not a whole lot of shots going out there. You hear that minigun, one of the very good.
Ah, eu tô ouvindo alguém dando porrada de picareta aqui lá no campeonato. Caralho, tem que acostumar. Não chega nem perto. Ah. 3... É lá no jogo. 3 milhões por Marshmello deve ser só o café da manhã, né? Pô, 3 milhões é muito dinheiro, mano. Tá maluco. Você é doido.
And goes down right there. His opponent can't win the fight as he's rewarded. Nakamura on your screen, 179 total HP, and that's a tough battle you have here, Dr. Lupo. Do you use your last healing item in the big shield for only 21, or do you hope maybe 179 health is enough for the next fight? It's a double-edged sword, a tough decision to make. Search still active. 4 more players need to go down before it ends.
The wall there, can't quite find it. Quick edit up and out. Gonna make a rotation away. Waiting. This is just an opportunity. He's basically trying to bait to see if the player inside is gonna head out. Shockwave, Lecce hits the tree. It might cost him. Pressure being applied now. The 1v1 not over quite yet. Combat shotgun from above right here. He's very effective. The spread from a top-down position like this is like a guaranteed crit. Here we go. Shot from behind. Can't quite make contact yet.
Zone now hitting for 2 as well.
Olha que eu acho que dá até mais, hein, mano. Dá pra viver até mais do que 80. Pô, lembro que 1 milhão no The Sims era dinheiro pra caralho. Dava pra montar várias casas, vários bagulhos. Vou me matar aqui, eu esqueci que eu vou me matar.
Lecce slowly taking this damage, 2 ticks every second, and it's going quick. Dr. Lupo now down to just 12 HP. This could be done here momentarily. A shot, no!
Eita!
Robin wins it with the quick shotgun to the dome, and you see, using 4 bandages, the 50 health puts him back to 100. It should be enough.
Dá pra dar aula de viajar com tantos milhões. Tá maluco. Você nem quanto que dá isso.
And it's even more southwest. Tifu still alive in this game. So far, 0 eliminations.
O Tifu ainda tá aí, olha lá.
Magnificent inventory for the late game.
Vai, Tifu, filha da puta.
Basically a way of weakening them, and then you choose the time to engage means you don't even have to be as active as before. Got a shotgun. Take a couple shots on that player on rotation with the shadow bomb. A little more difficult to see them since they're basically invisible. They are a shadow.
Yeah. Still figuring that out. He's not safe in the next zone. He's going to use the launch pad. He's going to try to use whatever his opponent places down right here.
Oh, no damage being applied. Gonna have to try and bait. Doesn't put down that launch pad. Here we go. For a second, he might go inside. This is not too flying back. Pressure box up for a second. There it is. Shadow bomb door edit. Move on the outside. He is in the shadow form still, and you can keep this by jumping against the wall.
That was not a good shadow bomb, I can tell you right now.
Gotta be disappointed there. Big hit from above, down to 55
Quando começa a aparecer a galera sempre vê alguém falar comigo.
Outside, and he is eliminated by King.
And look who it is again. King, the player with 7 eliminations in game number 1, keeps the aggression going in game 2. The heavy sniper that immediately.
Cara, as 2 kills que o meu time tem foi o que fiz, é isso mesmo.
Incredible loot, almost max builds as well. Tfue, a very quiet start to today's World Cup competition.
Here's that elimination on Tfue, shot from above. A little bit of shield damage, but a big hit from the outside. Using a heavy snipe to take that wall almost instantly. Very intelligent play there. Again, more aggressive players we've seen thus far.
Yep. And it's working out up to this point.
Oh my gosh, this is back down at Happy Hamlet, right on the edge. So many players on the east side of the safe zone. And this is a far southwest. Remember, about a third of it is in the water right now. Nobody's on the island, the outside. We're going to see where this goes next. There it is, focused just to the west. That submarine atop the ice mountain right there.
But look at how many players are stacked on the right side of that zone. So if you're currently in this next zone, on that north or east side, you can put a ton of damage downrange as everyone has to move right at you. You see Karu does go down to Diego GB in your elimination feed. A drop coming on through. Crew boxed up, Creo boxed up. Rux under 100 health. Has to play this one safely. They are so far on the east side of the zone. The storm is going to move quite quick, Ben. And they've got to be ready for it. There's already the first shockwave used. Rux trying to shoot them from behind. Not able to get elimination there. Class so far away. Will use the launch pad and just begin to move towards this circle.
You have to think at this point with full placement elimination for too long here. King maybe taking an opportunity to push into the first place position on the leaderboards, especially with Bugha going down so early in this game, 90th place.
I love this outfit from Rux right now.
He's a dinosaur.
No, I'm talking about his real life outfit.
He's a dinosaur.
He's set up to play
o som tá me confundindo pra cacete, cara. Não sei o que eu escuto.
Glass is everything, Jack.
I mean, the guy looks great. I'm going to give a shout out for that. Best dressed, 2 extra points. A Fortnite World Cup champion right there.
But only a 6 damage tag from the side there. Didn't have to panic too much. At that, I would panic a little more about.
When you have no movement. When you have no movement in that part of the zone, it's literally what I just spoke about. King on your screen, but also something we haven't spoken a lot about. Reverse 2K. Duo with Ninja. Unable to qualify together for this competition, but did make it into solos. And now seeing what he can do by himself. Was on the far side of this zone, so also not a fun spot by any means.
574, meaning, like I said, that aggressive gameplay. Still in it, still trying to win, still trying to get the beat on players, and a quick beam on aspect up the ramp, caught off guard. Edit play, shot through the wall, gets the follow through of the edit. Nate goes down, he's playing out of his mind right now.
King reminded back in the early trying to fight anyone they saw. King, 7 eliminations in game 1.
Cara, eu acho que o Tfue tá. O Ninja eu não sei se tá não. O Tfue eu sei que tá. Mas eu ouvi o cara falando Ninja ali, eu não sei, talvez esteja mesmo.
This is one of the most insane zones I've seen. Look at, no one's in it. No one's in it.
Quick couple notes about King, one of our players from Argentina. He is the
Cara, ele tem a puta mania de jogar com a língua pra fora, né? Agora que eu olho.
13-year-olds combined.
Wait, King is 13?
He is indeed. Jack is still 10 times better than both of us combined.
Yeah. That is absolutely ridiculous to think about. Cosmic on the height. Vivid still alive in this game. Artwork still alive in this game. Kraken still alive in this game. What this game use here looks like will again place the launch pad. And what you saw right there, a ramp placed back the rest of the map. All the way up is sitting up in the air. That flows quite quickly towards the opposing player. King, imagine winning $3 million as a 13-year-old. I mean, I think I would have bought like a Razor scooter when I was that age. Probably. And enough ice cream to... I don't really know where I was going with that. To be honest, there's going to be a lot of ice cream.
Surprise the food topic here, the push through the air. King getting aggressive into the next safe zone. Here we go. Going to have to hold the wall for just a moment. Little drop down. I like this repositioning. He doesn't want to remain in the same elevation. He's got multiple floors now. In case he gets a drop there. Yarko beam from the side. Limited by Scalar. Arkham in the feed, pick it up, and Elam on Bella EU. Dubs, Bucky, multiple players still in this game on your screen. Taking out Cease in the feed.
29 players left is the big thing to note. Four more from placement points, which if you make it to top 25, instantly 3 points earned. That is on the mind of every player still remaining, and the zone's still moving west now.
Shots through. Minigun, a quick swap there, picks the shotty back up. Interesting little play on the fly there from Zell. Do just enough damage to the wall. Here we go. Shockwave. Gonna look for optimal placement. Maybe a little bit of time to disrupt the Shockwave into a Shadow Bomb. 9,000 IQ.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Get all the way across the map and take as high on the mountain as possible. Very excellent play there for positioning, but King, the star of the show thus far for game 2. 5 eliminations. We are in the top 25 for placement now, so those points go out. That's got to push King even higher on the board.
Yeah, King was already surging towards the top of our leaderboards. Now could very well be after this game. King spraying out through the submachine gun. Players moving as fast as they can over this mountain. The left side of your screen, now the full screen. Still moving through. Look at how fast he can tunnel. Benji Fishy's still alive in this game. Just took down Drakens. Down the hill we go. Road Shark on height right now, but we'll need to waterfall down for a moment. Vivid still followed on up. King down to just 40, 30, 20, 15 HP. Under 10. No, still 17 HP.
21 vivo ainda.
Effective health. I mean, if he gets any further than this, it'll be an absolute miracle. And no, down goes King, but I think one of the crowd favorites we can emerge today. Fantastic performance at this point. Benji Fishy goes down as well.
Pô, eu jogo fazendo careta é forte, mas eu jogo mexendo a porra da língua. Porra. Isso é pra concentração essa desgraça, mas...
Vivid's best bet is to force players out of crawlers into fights. You don't want to let them remain inside and safe. If you want them out, it may be an exposed position. Other players will take shots, and that's going to get you to better place.
Look at the ballers. The ballers beginning to scale the mountain. Vivid still has high ground. Has time to pop up any by chance? Nope, nothing as of yet. Now the fight for height begins. Vivid building on up. Arkham in your elimination feed now into our top 10. Issa, the controller god, as many regard him as, takes down Sam. Another one on the Thatch too. So Issa from Europe getting involved in this game as well. Vivid and Road Shark all the way on high ground. Still multiple ballers in play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup solo competition.
Acabou, ganhamos. Eita! Olha o final ali. Ah, mano, na moral, só termina a partida no final, pô. Nossa, ele usou o bagulho errado. Ele se peidou. Ah, na moral, eu quero ver o final, velho. Na boa.
The end of game 2 right before your eyes, folks. 120 total HP. He can't spend any time out of the zone right now. Player goes down inside the box. Can't quite get in. One right behind outside. Can't find a beat. Issa goes down, placed in fourth. A 1v1. Dubs, the ultimate high ground. The crowd cheering behind him, looking to see if
Dois vivos, hein? É um x1.
on this advantageous position.
Down low, it's Dubs for Sky.
Quer ver como é que vai desconectar o jogo aqui só porque tá no 1x1 ali, velho? Olha que desgraça, ó. Olha lá, ó. Puta que pariu, mano. Na moral, eu não falei? Puta que pariu, velho. Não é possível, mano. Puta bosta, velho. Na moral. Oh, meu Deus. Não é possível, cara. Oh. Caralho, mano. Na moral, velho. Não é possível, velho. Será que tava 1x1 no final, velho? Ai, a conexão foi até perdida lá, viu? Ai, só porque era o final do 1x1. Ai, conecta, eu quero ver. Quem será que ganhou, mano? Quem será que ganhou? Ah, não. Vou tacar um Nelsoro aqui pra poder respirar. Ai, ai. Pô, eu não sei, mano. Saiu. Acho que o Knicks morreu uma hora ali. Porque o campeonato que tá rolando essa final é de pontos. Aí cada eliminação vale um ponto, por exemplo. Acho que se você fica entre os 10 primeiros ali, você ganha 3 pontos. Tipo isso. São 6 jogos, eu acho. 6 jogos. Olha lá, ganhou. Buga.
Because he's 13, but he can win $3 million today.
Eu tô com 130 de ping de novo.
Lives being changed, it's what the Fortnite World Cup Finals is all about. And now our
eu vou aproveitar que tá assim ainda. Eu vou desconectar de novo. Vou entrar na partida que tem um ping bom, velho. Na moral, vou jogar com ping bom, né? Pelo menos. Acho que o Knicks morreu, o BR perdeu.
Already gets the cone on top. That's Leleo, another player from South America. But
tá rolando ali um replay.
And here's Tfue. He tags him a little bit, but then pulls out the heavy sniper right as Tfue takes the box. And because of that, that came as a surprise to Tfue that he could bring out the heavy sniper, take the wall right in that instance. Usually he'd be expecting the pickaxe on the wall, but the heavy sniper, speed. Now King continuing to look forward, continuing to look towards the zone where players come from. It's aspect.
Mano, do jeito que eles fazem pra abrir o bagulho é muito rápido, não dá não.
Forward and grabs another one with great awareness onto Nate. So unbelievable play from here. King is just racking up elims. Again, no placement points in this game, but he still pushed himself within distance of Bugha. Bugha went down earlier there. He took out Clicks as well in the box. And this is, he's taking
Esses
out
malucos são alienígenas,
he's taking
cara.
out Tfue. He's taken out Clicks. These are some of the best box fighters in the world. But now, King, he's saying, hey, I'm here at the Fortnite World Cup. I am one of the best box fighters in the world as well. So guys, that's King, the story so far. He's climbing the ranks. He's inching ever so closer to Bugha. Gentlemen, back to you.
Great stuff, Bala, and yeah, a fantastic breakdown of how King has made it up to our second place spot so far. we were only a third of the way through today's competition on the road to crowning a Fortnite World Champion. Thoughts after game 1 and 2?
I'd love to see the aggressive gameplay from King and others. Those kind of plays you don't often see in the Fortnite World Cup or really any competitive play. A lot of players are waiting for those opportunities to maybe get shots on those that are obviously
crazy action. I'm really interested to see how these different landings continue. We've already seen games 1 to game 2, people switch up their spots, land at different areas, and sometimes it's come back to bite them. All I know is though, that's us two for right now. We'll be back later today, but down on the floor we have Zeke with some more information on our players.
Thank you so much, Lupo Courage. Man, what an insane first 2 games here on the first day, or the final day of the solo competition. Google with insane shockwave play to give him the high ground, and then here, Sky, his positioning on point was getting the win over Dubs. I mean, you guys, and of course, the Marshmallow performance. If you guys are here, how have you enjoyed the day so far? What do you think? Some of you are still sleeping. Guys, what do you think? This is it, the final day!
Ai, se fudeu, viu?
You're awake. I appreciate
Aí,
that.
o que vocês acharam da apresentação do Marshmallow? O que vocês estão achando, pessoal? Aí, todo mundo. Ninguém falou nada. É igual o Marshmallow falou, geral cantando. E todo mundo ficou mó silêncio, tá ligado? Ninguém cantou, mano. Caralho. Na moral, velho. Marshmallow falou, geral com vocês agora. E ninguém cantou nada. Mó silêncio. Ri pra caralho, velho.
And we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. 90 down.
You can tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal.
Like, if you want to practice with
É mais eletrônica, né? Pode crer. Vai ter umas partes, tem uma música que tem uma letra lá. Aí ele falou, bora geral cantando, agora essa parte. Mas ninguém cantou.
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative.
Tentaram me botar pra dançar aqui.
And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some.
Acho que é aquela, maybe I've been taken. I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. O maluco ficou me zoando ali, ó.
I'm gonna save my money.
I am gonna be responsible and probably just invest most of it.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait.
Once again, Scissors and the Fish fam, they worked as a unit, and that's what got them the dub in the end. Grandfather of Creative shows up huge here on this stage. Now, of course, guys, you want to get back in the game. I want to get back in the games too, but first, let's just make sure they give a little bit of a break to the players. We'll hop back in as soon as we can. Now, I did talk about Creative a little bit, but don't forget, we also had that Celebrity Pro-Am. Players and people from different walks of life all came together to take part on this stage and play for charity. Now, of course, we had Ninja and Marshmallow, your 2018 Pro-Am defending champions that faced off against Aerox and RL Grime, your Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions. And the winners in the end were actually Grimes and Aerox. They are 2-time Pro-Am champions. So let's actually check in with them and see how they're doing.
player lounge right now, joined by our Pro-Am winners, Arl Grimes and Airwalks. Wasn't totally expecting you'd win 2 in a row. Can you walk me through those final moments?
It felt really good. I don't think I would have won if I didn't have him.
Now, Arl Grimes, elimination. How did you change your playstyle from last Pro-Am to this Pro-Am?
I think we learned a lot from the last one. Just that you focus on late game a little bit, and I just sort of let him lead the way and made it happen.
How did it feel to play with a potential World Cup duo winner?
It's amazing. I'm actually going to come tomorrow and sit in the stands and cheer for my man Airwalks, yeah.
Maybe make an Airwalk sign and... Good luck on the event tomorrow. Congratulations on winning. Congratulations on winning. Incredible gameplay throughout Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am.
Pô, podia ter me prendido ali e jogado o peido no meu pé pra matar ele. É, essa aí, essa música aí. Ninguém cantou porra nenhuma. Depois tu vai ver no replay do show quando postarem, né?
How does that make you feel? You got all these crowds. There you go. Now, Nyrox, let's chat a little bit.
Meu Deus, no bem demais agora?
So what advice did you give him heading into these games?
Caraca, às vezes eu dou umas nubadas que meu irmão nem acredita.
And even if he has a bad start, we can still make a comeback with it, and we can still take the trophy home.
That's pretty good advice. Pretty good advice. Now you're already a world champion. You've got the title. So how does it feel now that you've got this title? You're here. You get to experience this and watch the solo competition. You know, how are you feeling after all that?
I mean, it feels amazing winning the duo, even though I won't compete in solo. But hopefully this gives me confidence in solos, which makes me do better in solo next tournament.
Okay. One final question for you. This morning, you know, obviously yesterday was Tuesday. You had a night to kind of sleep on it, and then you woke up the next morning. Did it sink in? You know, how did you feel the next morning when you're like, I'm a world champion?
It feels surreal. It doesn't really feel like I'm anything because it was so big, almost too big to imagine. But yeah, it feels amazing.
Well, again, massive congrats to you. One half of our world champion. Again, give him some love, Fortnite fam. Thank you again, Nyron. Appreciate your time. Now, there's actually another player we want to talk about real quick, and that is Skite. He just won this second game, so let's see what he's got to say.
I'm Skite from Australia. I'm French, coming from Paris. I've been preparing the finals by playing systems and playing every day with friends or mates. It was hard in the beginning because I missed so I just wait and then I can play in the last minutes. I definitely want to because they taught me a lot when I was playing in here we are more aggressive safe. I think maybe Zayt is very good and I want to take him down. I don't think I play on because I already did it. I don't know I'm just excited to play.
There you have it. I mean, this guy is amazing. I'm a big fan of this guy. You know this. Now, guys, there's so many players. There's hundreds here that I wouldn't spend so much time talking about every single one. But let's actually dive into split one, and that's
tem ângulo. Botar isso reto. Ai!
Unfortunately, didn't work out for him there.
Ai!
But don't worry, he's gonna bring some more heat. We actually have time to spend.
Morri, só tem mais construção. Nossa, às vezes eu dou uma redobrada tão grande, velho. Às vezes eu também acredito, mano. Às vezes é foda. Cai, Leandro. Mais tarde gameplay, hein, cara.
Population of under 1,000.
Não é possível, mano. Tem hora que... Ih, olha lá. Deu ruim na transmissão, hein. Ah, não, deu não.
It's quiet, so it's nice.
Pô, mano, mó bolado aqui porque não liberaram a transmissão, mano. Queria tá vendo lá, ó. Ai, safado. Tava só me esperando. Quando é que descobriu a carne, velho? Ai, carai. Olha o doidão aqui, ó.
I've been playing competitive Fortnite for what makes me crazy, but
Não vai por bem, vai por mal. Ai.
just stretching. And then back to playing Fortnite.
Ai. Matar geral, filho. Ai. Só win. Ontem foram 3 win.
Other than my dad, we've always been really close. All he ever wants to do is fish.
Deixa esse sniper pra mim aí.
He takes care of everything.
Não é possível. Cara, os malucos estão muito brabo, mano. Mas o que que tá acontecendo? Só tem noob nesse lobby, velho? Vou tentar fazer a play maluca, hein? Caralho, hein? Se eu dar um no-scope desse, eu paro de jogar Fortnite. É agora, hein? Ah, mano. Caraca, também não tô acreditando, cara. Deve ser os malucos bons, acho que estão tudo assistindo o campeonato, né? Não é possível, velho. Olha só. Ah, tinha outro do meu lado aí, ó. Cabricó. Ainda estamos quase perdendo, olha lá. Ah, tá empatado, velho. Não é possível. Os malucos são muito ruins mesmo. Contando comigo também, né? Claro. Olha lá. Ai, vou entregar. Caralho, dependesse de mim, a gente tinha perdido, ó. Ah, se dependesse de mim, a gente tinha perdido. Ah. A câmera é irada, Leandro. Câmerazinha, ó. Brigadão aí, mano.
Onde que eu aperto pra desligar lá?
Eu vou lá agora. Vou aqui rapidinho desligar o computador da minha irmã. Fast. Voltei. Pô, top demais, mano. É irada. Eu tava vendo também aqui, tem até uns aplicativos, né, que fica mexendo com os robozinhos, joga de dentro do controle. Mó viagem. É, curti pra caralho. Ô, Dante, a mira tem que praticar demais, cara. Porque tem aqui no controle também tem essa assistência de mira, né? Tem que deixar ela mais ou menos em cima do cara e ficar clicando, velho. Se segurar o dedo, tem que ter mais noção de recoil, né? E praticar pra caralho mesmo. Véio. Muito ruim. Só é bom atirar no controle lá no trove, porque lá no trove não importa se você não acertar, né?
Prize, 1.8 million for second, 1.2 million for third, and then 1 million as well, plus for fourth. That is crazy. That's a lot of money.
You know, yesterday the deal.
That's a lot of money.
Today it's all
Bitch, but I have my money.
Right? It's just a solo come.
Bitch, but I have my money.
Bitch, but I have my money. Every single player that has made it this far. If you stepped onto this stage, you are already
The marathon that they took to get up to this point. Bananas, to say the least. 10 weeks, grueling competition in both solos and duos, and for a lot of our competitors, that impressed us
Esse aqui não tem mais
for the competition today, but
canhões.
yesterday. Now we're already 2 games in. We had mentioned some of the players that had performed very well. Here's Buga, who had a monumental game 1, and then you also had Skype, who was able to just outlive everyone else and stay alive. But it is Buga who
Caralho, não tem
still
arma dourada mais?
holds first
Ah, tem.
place, but by 1 point, because Argentina's very own king is looking to contend that, and that is crazy. I mean, talking about aggression, this guy embodies it.
Yeah, you've seen him time in and time out. It's players like King that really make these tournaments interesting to watch. For the spectators at home, for everyone here in the audience, you gotta have your King show up and bring that action all the way through to the end. And it's not to discredit anyone who made it this far. These guys are still in the running.
Yeah, it's only 2 games in. Games 3 and 4 are going to be just as important. Players are going to have to step it up if they want to get within the top 20 here. There's just so much on the line. There you see Buga, who's getting ready, getting prepped up. Everyone is so hyped up here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. And I don't even know what to expect, man. Game 3, like, what are we even going to get? We're seeing early aggression here from a lot of the South American players. Our players that we talked to from North America and Europe said that was what they wanted to avoid, was the South American aggression, OCE aggression. But this time in South America,
and not to bring it up, but you know, you saw exactly what happened when King walked into DC. He just saw him trying to shadow bomb peacefully to the zone. They were not safe, by the way. They still had to make it through to Happy Hamlin, but King said, you know what, I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to take this fight. And that is how the Brazilian region does.
Yeah, that's how they do it, man. They just want to take the fight. They want to go right at your face. You know, listen, you can have millions of subscribers on YouTube. You can have all the Twitch Prime subs. You can have all the fame in the force.
Ó o Tifu aí.
Everyone that's in that game, they're all equal. There is no upper hand depending on how popular you are, and you shouldn't be treated that way either. You should just go at them with everything you got, because that's what it's going to take to walk out of the city with $3 million in your pocket. Which, by the way, you have to have a very big pocket for that.
Take a look there. Benji Fishy has been showing up.
I told him to play to the crowd. I said, play to the crowd. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, good to see him smiling. You know, we were there in the warm-up games. He was a little timid, but Benji, loosen up, buddy. There goes Mr. Savage.
Pior que é mesmo, né, cara? Que doideira. Chega no campeonato, parece que quando ele joga normal, sem agressivar em ninguém, ele parece que fica, sei lá, parece que perde a confiança, né? É engraçado mesmo. Quando ele joga na stream dele, ele vai rushando em geral, não quer nem saber quem é. Joga sem arma, fica fugindo do cara brincando. Agora aí, quando ele joga sério, ele se ferra. Nunca vi isso, velho. É estilo Anderson Silva, quando tá zoando pra caraca, ele se dá bem. Tem que lutar sério. Quebra a perna, pode.
Oh man, I'm excited, Monster.
And so far, Aqua has been the only player to prove that he can win on a stage of this magnitude.
But just to give you guys a little context on the bus here, this is a bus coming from the south to the north side. So all your components are going to get, yes, a fair split at the map here. And that's exactly what you'd like to see. You want everyone to have a fair shot at the map. So let's go and see Skype.
Aí, começou.
Saw Skype win that last game.
É o último jogo? É o último jogo. Eu achei que fossem ser 6 jogos, são 4. É o último jogo, hein?
Yeah, it's wild to think about that. That's what it took for him to be able to climb up into the top 10. 2 eliminations.
Cara, essa arma é muito ruim, pelo amor de Deus, velho.
Head on over to Jump Junction.
Some players landing for hotspots.
Actually just got word from production. King has been eliminated off spawn.
Wow, that's huge.
Ah, eu não abri o paraquedas. Por que eu não abri o paraquedas?
Players like Zayt and Zap really fall behind yesterday off of one game not going their way.
That is rough, man. That is
É, mano, aí é só sinistro, né? Os melhores do mundo que se qualificaram. Aí não tem margem pra erro, não. Eu fiquei de bobeira, mano, vendo ontem. Sabe qual é? Porque é uma porrada de pro player, cara. Pra mim, o pro player não pode ficar preso na safe, né, cara? Na moral. É inadmissível, velho. Pro player ficar preso em safe. Vi uma porrada de pro player ontem morrendo na safe. Fiquei de bobeira. Só quem pode morrer na safe sou eu, pô. É, Tifu ali é só mais um mesmo, mano. Já que é mesmo. Ali é todo mundo Tifu mesmo, todo mundo na vibe dele. Até aquele Nix, né, que foi lá, ele foi hipnotizado pelo Pyongyi lá pra ter mais foco no jogo. Tá aí ele, representando nós.
He's been playing the blocks. He's been getting out of the block successfully. It's actually good note he's been landing here from the Brazilian region.
Aí, ó, Brazilian region, olha o Tifu aí, ó. Vai subir no carrinho, doidão.
T was winning all of the early game engagements.
Tá maluco aí, ó.
Game 1, they ended up getting everything they needed and then disengaged out of the block, whereas Tifu took a little bit more time to loot up
Ladrão
as
de
much as
kill.
he possibly can. Clip node from the Brazilian region here. It's a possibility, but it's going to be very challenging.
And maybe it was just the difference in loadout. Maybe before he didn't have exactly what he needed. Now we can kind of peek into his loadout here. This is a very strong loadout. He's got everything. That's why you see him playing with such confidence.
Ah, só o Tifu que pode fazer isso, Epic Games. Me deixa fazer isso também. Tentei subir lá, dar um tiro do alto no maluco do carrinho e vai que dá, né? Quem não tenta? Meu Deus, contornou o cara, meu tiro, velho. Tô fudendo a construção do amigo, olha lá. Esse no scope aqui, hein.
This is it, man. Unarmed Army, one of our first controller players. Actually, he was our first controller player to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup. Perhaps it's just the opportunity that he waited for, Monster. Put himself on this stage. A big opportunity. Things have slowed down here. We take that route. He can get it. He can get possession of that. Get it on out. That's damage, man. Sitting at the top. Good fight here between two quality players.
That's what he wants to lose. Lots of
moral.
Commandment's gonna have to get out of there.
Ui.
Didn't want to deal with that player. He knew the unknown army just had that beat on him. Wisely enough, and look at the health there. That's why Commandment.
É lógico, pô. Isso aí é real, mano. A gente pode morrer de qualquer jeito, pô. Eles são pró. É igual o que eu tava pensando, é estilo jogador de futebol, pô. Mano, por que meu tiro não pega? Não tô entendendo.
Does apply white damage. One more, that's gonna do it. Commandment was in third place. An unknown army now made him put in the place that he wanted him to.
And a little taunt to throw some salt on the other side of the map. We have Blaster who's looking for a vehicle. He does have a baller. His main priority right now.
Ah, eu não tô entendendo porque que meu tiro não tá encaixando, cara. Que sequela. Opa, cortado.
Fun fact, Christian, our boy from Fortnite VR Live, told me look out for low bloom, boom. Someone to definitely take on. They did with one another though. So boom, not in this one. Maybe you can find some better luck in games 4, 5, and 6.
That is a take when you jump in the Fortnite world. Leshy, another controller player. Bringing it back
Controller player.
Good old nostalgic tilted towers where that close range PvP is going to get shot a few times right there, but still keeping his cool. He has plenty of extra shields and mobility. Shockwaves are going to be great for maneuvering around this congested area. That's what it is. 4 players in Neo tilted right now. You have to be careful.
This is a controller battle, actually.
Can best one another here. Leshy's
Hoje o maluco tô com o dobro de ponto das nós, velho. Meu Deus do céu.
He's gonna break into building now. High ground.
Meu Deus.
Astonis just waiting, making it down here. Trap play. Let's see. Make a mistake. That's really what it is, right, Golden?
Yeah, it is. It is. When players are on that stage here in the audience, the crowd, everyone's cheering. There's obviously talked with a few of the players before the game started today. The number one thing that everyone brought up to me was just the sheer presence of where we are. Some of them even went as far as to say, yeah, I don't think I'm going to pick up at all. I think I'm just going to focus on the screen. That's what I know. No reason for me to try and focus beyond anything else, right? Sometimes the moment can take you away.
You can see both points of POVs right here, both points of views.
Yeah.
They're looking to take any ball that they can, just gain control, have a little bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, this is basically like a Fortnite equivalent of an arm wrestling match right now, maybe for some of our parents who are joining us here for the first time to watch Fortnite. Try and get positioning over the other player. That is the struggle.
Alright, Les this time have decided to commit. He is now down face to face. There's nowhere Astonish can run. He goes into it. Lands the 2-shot. And that's the little tactic right there. If there's a ramp in front of the wall, you have to recognize you are in big danger because there's a little trick to get you in that box.
Another one of my favorite players here. You got Legendary. He's going to be in a fight right now. On the side, goes to the high ground. Oh, man. The best games at this point in time.
Pizza's placed 8th on average when he qualified in the online opens. On average, across every game he loaded into, that's very high placement. And now he's picking up good. Unfortunately, like we said here, Dan just not really connecting the dots today, but it's not over yet. We're only halfway through this competition here.
You have to get out of there.
Ah, ele tá dando um no-scope nele.
A massive elim here for Leshu.
Whoa!
Right now at 2 elims currently in this battle at Neo Tilted.
Representing for all the controller players across the world, Leshy, very dangerous.
Caralho, 4 kills, hein? Puta bosta.
Close range with a player like Leshy in punish, right? When you have the controller, you get that. I know some people are going to be like, oh, up to the low, whatever. but the reality is, right? You got
Não tem material. Não tenho uma Fury. Mets. Olha isso, velho. Agora ele tá aquele no scope, hein? Aquele no scope maroto, hein? Nossa, onde vai? Só de teste, onde vai o tiro. Vou acertar agora no scope. Vou acertar no scope. Mirei, ó. Ai, não é possível, velho. Como é que o maluco faz isso? Tem que sair rápido e entrar rápido pra voltar pra partida. Ai, meu Deus! Bora, Fortibas. Vai.
Understand why a lot of our players will go for that as well. When you have the option to, why not? If you got that comfortability with it. Then you got Left Eye. 2 eliminations currently. Has 2 shockwave nades.
And you know, you got to give some respect to Left Eye, who completely left his previous job 6 months ago to fully focus in on competitive Fortnite, and he found himself at the Fortnite.
Cara, é muito engraçado o jeito que chega na última safe com mais de 50 vivos, velho.
Competitive gaming, you take those risks. You want it so badly. You want it more than you have to breathe. You just go for that moment. You never know what's going to happen. This could very well be a lot of the people in this arena next year playing on that stage. First, they say that they have the budget. Don't know what he said. You know?
All right, but here we have
Tifu.
His classic high ground.
Olha o Tifu aí.
Center map, more or less. He does have a lead for the next zone.
Yep, movement options for him, which in the last game, Shadow Bombs didn't really pan out for him to stay very thirsty. Went for just all the water he could possibly get out of that one. And I say,
nossa, se tivesse alguém aqui, era o barulhinho
quenched in his thirst.
da
But then
transmissão.
now this is sometimes you're flying and then you just become a magnet.
Eita, o Tifu morreu!
Clarity G picks up.
Eita! Lá se vai, Tifu! Tchau, Tifu G. E... acaba até com o Family Friend. Tifu deu, hein? Ha!
So now looking at Link here. Link putting some pressure up above. Remember, Storm Surge is in effect in these games, so you have to be hyperactive. You have to be proactive for seeking for damage. But when you commit to battle, you are more than likely going to have to finish that battle. Here we have Robabs just kind of looking up. He's holding that edit, though. He is ready to open it up. I think he's going to trade fire as soon as Link goes for the shot. And now they're both playing that little mind game right here. Who's going to go first now?
New circle, now active.
This is what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
No, doesn't have much loot, doesn't have much HP either. Gonna have to try again in the next game. Robabs does manage to get the better. Oh man, this is intense. Now we're at 62 players remaining. Some players taking fights, others really just focusing on staying alive. staying in this one to the placement points.
That's right. Now we have Leshy back with Leshy. We saw him in Neo Tilted, taking out the likes of Keemstar, Astonish in these 1v1 battles. Clearly not afraid to jump in your box. And oh man, with a loadout like this, 6 shockwaves, 3 launch pads, all the ammunition in the world, and zone favor right now. He is looking very good in Game 3 right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of builds. He's got tons of stuff to work with. No reason why Leshy can't make it through that end game. This is going to be interesting. Controller player. Let's not forget yesterday, Wolfie's controller player.
Já pensou, caraca, o jogador de controle ganha o melhor do mundo, pô?
Along with his teammate Rojo.
Aí eu boto fé.
Here's Leshy though, applying the pressure. With that shockwave nade, he gets right on top of a nice spot, nice himself. That player's going to be around there, but now all these players looking right at him as he just has to play defense. No choice. Gets tagged up a little bit, loses some of his shields. But he'll be okay for the time being.
The amount of players you see on the stadium side that once he showed his self to that angle right there, and everyone just collapsed on him. That is so scary. And
agora eu não sei se alguém me atirou aqui de sniper, se foi lá no negócio.
Punishing another player off to the east side right there. Here's Leshy. You can figure out that player is the same one that just tried to make a move on him. Could spell disaster for Evil Mare.
Evil Mare doesn't have much to work with
regarding
health, right? He's sitting just above half HP. Right above him is going to be Class. Got pieces as well. Down low, on the flooring.
Tá perto.
Good loadout as far as weaponry is concerned. Also has that glider. The HP he has currently. Might want to take advantage of Shadow Bomb or something like that rather than exposing yourself in the sky. But this is another play from earlier on. I believe actually no, Storm Surge active currently, and we are in live. Apologies there.
So he's sitting on
Cadeira
2 balls
doida,
here.
velho. Aumenta a cadeira baixa
He
sozinha.
knows his opponent's gonna have to go for one, but I guess a little bit of scouting here is gonna realize.
Eita, quase, Chico.
Baiting all of the loot as well.
Also off screen, Leshy did take out Evil Mare. You mentioned that before, Monster. Ended up happening. And then Storm now. 5 HP. Where is this player that went in for the fight?
Tem inimigo naquele drops.
Nearby. Storm and Wakey are sitting now in the zone here. Biding time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and Aspect, all at 3 eliminations so far.
Just under 50 players remaining in game number 3. Players have boxed up. They want to play this slow game. Can't bring away, make mistakes. It's going to be hard, but some players let go and need it. It's not gone well for, I would say, one of the favorites here.
Dubs did go for the shot, unfortunately could not connect. It looks like Clarity's going to pick up 4 gaming there instead. Dubs, we saw in the previous game, do that baller all the way to the end game. You can't stand still. Dubs has definitely found himself a target nearby.
You see some, I think they know exactly what's going on. Circle's going to be closing down now. We're going to find out where the next one is. As the players start to prioritize these rotations and movement.
Ah, mano, eu sabia que ele ia vir ali. Que safado.
He had the ball pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it. But it did bring him to a 2nd place finish. Another top 3 finish for him, top 5, top victory royale, right? But again,
you tried to catch him right there. You saw that? You wanted to put him in the box for a second there to take it.
Grabbed him right there. Player will have no idea.
Pretty interesting as well. This class is
na fome de pegar o loot.
Really feed off of a siphon. He doesn't have any other way to heal. He's been taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
84 builds left for class. Tons of builds here. And then the Storm. Now the Storm's starting to push. Look at Leshy still going for shots as players are moving about. I think I saw a player get right in his face. He did pop that Shadow Bomb. Now we're going to the game 1 winner, Booga. He's got 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As now the action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was from Lecce, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
It is really going down right here. You can just kind of breathe in this overhead view right here. Belly doesn't even realize he has the high ground right now. Clarity G just nearby as well. Bugga at the upper layers in this end game, just trying to avoid that lower ground congestion.
Yeah.
All these players are just slammed in the middle right here. As Andretta gets the high ground. We haven't seen much of Andretta so far. But you gotta be careful, those shockwaves will really sting and take that.
Mano, olha essa safe, olha quanta gente tem nessa desgraça de safe.
So far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Boogie and Lecce. A great game that he's managed to put together with 5 eliminations. Boogie, your game 1 winner. Maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place player?
Lecce just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
On Hoodjay too, a big player there and a big connection for him. Lots of builds to work with. Booga does get another one. That's Kinzo.
Right through the trap he goes. Booga, one of the superior box fighters in the Fortnite competitive scene right now.
Lecce went up for the high ground. If you see it on the left side, he went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Andretta and finally eliminated. But what a run Lecce had in this game. Finally comes to a
12 vivos. Daqui a pouco eu vou parar o boneco pra ver essa final, velho.
Again, with 11 players remaining, we're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
Oh, he does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan.
Mano, 7 vivos, vou parar aqui, ó.
Takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's gonna get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping.
6 vivos.
Knights in this one as well. Maybe he's gonna get a back-to-back win. Riverson, he's got the high ground. He's got the explodes. He sees players. He has 11 builds, so he has to be very conservative with this. Does pop that player in the baller, forcing them down. Going in for the engagement now. 4 explodes, 5 remaining left. Player lands in front of him.
Eita, olha só, cara, ele construiu na hora. Caralho, é muito sinistro, mano, na moral. Eita, que foda. 1x1, 1x1.
2 players left standing here. Who's it going to be down low? It's Dubs. It's Dubs down low. And Riversand has Dubs on his site. Who's going to get the win here? Riversand navigating, tarping. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play defense, giving himself any kind of cover that he could possibly maintain. But Riversand, few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
Caralho, que doideira, mano.
Down to the zone here, Golden Boy.
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and they're just telling him he gotta run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he dies in front.
Caralho! Dubs ganhou! Caralho, que doideira! Ai, ai, ai! Papai, como é que joga tanto assim, meu irmão? Caralho!
Second place finish for him there. Had the high ground, had the explodes, but it was Dubs who managed to get the better of Riversand. And look at this unfold right here. Riversand has the rockets looking right at Dubs, and Dubs just needs to play defense. Riversand had no more builds to work with. He had the high ground, for the clothesline, and he nails it with that green ball. That is the name of the game. You cannot miss.
Caralho, ganhou, mano. Dubs. Pô, os malucos viraram o jogo só porque eu parei pra ver o negócio. Puta bosta.
Hey man, that was nuts. What a game for Dubs. We know that he is a unit when it comes to solos. Finally getting that win. So second place in game 2, game 3 gets first place. he has to be feeling very good about that.
That is the kind of performance he was looking for, and it must feel good to finally solidify a victory over the course of the week.
Yeah, it's like it's just a load off your shoulders. Because I've been talking to him quite a bit. He's like, I just want to get this win. Now with that, Dubs goes up to third place. Top though, Sky, he managed to make it to the end game, as well as Bugha. So,
O que aconteceu aqui, mano? Cadê o presente que ele jogou?
In the order of which they
took their victories, yes.
One was Bugha, game 2 was
Entendi
Sky,
nada, mas
and
beleza.
game 3 was Dubs. 19 points, 1 point shy of taking second, and Bugha, way to hold on to that positioning at the top of the mountain.
King is still here too, as is Psalm, as is Commandment. They've all been in the running, but that was a great fight to see the West and the East clash in those final moments.
I love it, man. I love it. Another, we look here at 11th and 20th. Epic Whale, Fwexy, and Issa all managed to get up in the standings here, as well as Left Eye and Waking. Oh, what a game that was. Game 3 did not disappoint, but I did get word that we had Dubs standing by with Jordan Fisher to get his thoughts on that win.
A massive, massive victory royale for Dubs here. A definite crowd favorite. A lot of people really excited to play today. 2 games in a row, 1v1 situation.
Nunca errei essa snipada, pô.
We're seeing this action happen in real time. Your baller maneuverability, you're staying in the baller for so long. Obviously,
Longa!
What are you thinking in this moment? You're trying to get high ground. What's going on?
Last game, I was just
I'm
purely
looking
playing
here.
for placement and trying to hold on to the ball, and it worked.
Obviously, we got that victory. Okay, going into these next matches, you're sitting in a pretty great position right now, if I do say so myself. What are you thinking? What strategy going into this right now?
I'm just going to keep trying to play consistent. And
Não tem material,
Golden
cara.
Boy, Monster D-Face. It's feeling amazing down here. How's it feeling up there?
I think the feeling's mutual, my friend, because these have been excellent games. I love right? You and I talk about all the time, right? We love casting duos, but there's just something special about when it's just you, the game, solos, competition, the way Battleroyale, man, dare I say, quote Dr. Battleroyale experience.
There's just no room for error in solos. There's no, buddy there, no battle.
Mano, Logan, falta só 10.
Cannot make a mistake. And we saw this after earlier today.
So, what a game that was. And I understand Cam standing by with a special announcement. Sundown, what's up?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster.
Ah, puta que parola, não acredito, velho. Ah, não é possível.
You're probably wondering what comes next. Well, as we said before, competitive Fortnite isn't going anywhere.
Será que vai ter mais partida? Eu não entendi, mano.
Into our next season, we'll be debuting the Fortnite Championship Series. This will give players a chance to compete against the best of the best, where every single result matters, with a leaderboard to track results over the course of the season. Follow your favorite players on their quest to become the first season champion.
Rapaz do céu!
it up, and now he's finding himself in endgame.
Ah, tem mais partidas,
That is
pode
the
crer.
kind of adaptability you have to have as a Fortnite professional.
Yeah, it's necessary. 4-time qualified solo player is Dubs. What I mean by that, he qualified the first time for this event right here. He queued up again each week the solos competition was available.
Did again.
And did it again. And then did it again, and then did it again. That's how good he was. Everyone doubted him. No one knew who this kid was. And then he shocks the world. That, my friend, is undisputed. But the next game is going to start up. Game 4 about to begin. New York City, come on, let me hear you. It's about to
Let me hear you. Let me hear you. New York City. Yeah.
The question is, can Bugga, Sky, and Dubs continue to hold their lead? We saw King fall out of the running last game and set him back 4 placements.
That's right. That's right. King is going to be someone we have to keep a keen eye on. Not a king,
Keep a king eye on him too, because
why not?
a king out there.
He really is, man. I think someone on the Fortnite competitive Reddit said, if you have that name and you take out a player like Sifu, you got to live up to it.
Yeah, because I'm
standings once again keep you all up to speed. We're going to still hold his first place position. Skype and Dubs right behind him. Dubs behind Skype by 1 point only. And this is the spread of the island thus far. Paradise Palms.
Oh my God!
What is going on there? I see 7 arrows or so just outside of where Dubs is currently positioned. Dubs, our last match winner.
Dubs
in
position.
Great fashion. You can see he's playing the crack shot house here, where tons of chests spawn.
I'm also noticing over at the block. I saw another player there. I did not expect another body by the block, but he ended up disengaging out of there. And Clarity G off screen, Legend Ian as well.
Cara, essa cadeira baixa, meu irmão. Meu irmão do céu, quero uma cadeira boa. Cadeirinha gamer pra ficar como? Encostado até aqui assim, ó. Apoiar os braços. É doido, meu irmão.
Strictly, so he definitely knows how to get to endgame. We already know him as one of the most mechanically gifted players, especially with his duo partner Mega, who, by the way, they're both qualified. One of the only teams that are full qualified.
And right next to one another as well, as you saw when Dubs picked up the win. His first person to congratulate him. There you go now. Rux. There you go. That's what I want out of Rux. At the start, Arkram. That is a big elimination. Shaking the head, shaking the head.
Feels bad, man.
Oh,
when friends collide. Ouch.
Yeah, that is a rough one. Then you got in the middle. Next, a Brazilian player.
Brazilian player.
Clinical
Olha o Nix aí, ó.
Always being in the top 10 each and every week that he played. Everyone in the region, everyone in the Brazil region knows how good Nix is. Player right well. Maybe Niddle is going to experience that from himself.
Vai, Nix, filha da puta. Não, não é filha da puta não. Adoro você, Nix. Te amo, Nix.
Weak on the HP side as well.
Nix is here to show why he's the first qualified solo and duo player.
Bora, Nix. Tô confiando em você, hein.
There's only a few players who have the title of being fully qualified or double qualified for the competition here. Nix is one of them.
He's hearing all that movement up above him. Middle does have the high ground for the time being. He goes in for the challenge.
Boa, Nix, caralho.
Doing it for the region, doing it for Brazil.
Ele deu uma dançada.
More cowbell, please.
Nix versus Niddle. Nix comes out on top. He wiggles his finger at the camera and says, no, not today. Snobby Shores is his home here.
And the good news is he won't
Eu acredito, cara. Os brasileiros estão jogando demais.
He is gonna,
you know, no instant karma for him.
No instant karma for him.
Taking a look at Moffin. Our few players representing the Asian region here.
Japan as well, 15 years of age. Got a lot of great players in Japan that have joined us in New York City this weekend.
Tons of young competitors. We saw the great performance from Sinnoh and O-King yesterday, but Let Like and Twins, they've really been going at it here and in Paradise Palms.
Dessa vez acho que não preciso nem pegar nenhum drop, não.
Players here, so the winner of this one's going to take it all. 7 builds for Letwick currently. HP, little dire. Twins also.
Achando que eu passo aqui, eu passo no jogo lá.
Get an opportunity to be able to pop that big potion there, unless he goes for it. Okay, he's making it happen. He's going for the big potion pop, and he does get it. That's going to give him a slight advantage in this fight.
The difference was no hesitation here as Letwike is going back in it, even with the health disadvantage here.
Oh, that shield's going to be gone out of that one, Monster. Let us go up above him, and no! Twins got caught looking. And that's Let who will benefit with that Chug Jug.
I'll tell you this, so much confidence. Confidence is key when it comes down to these PvP battles. He just went all the way he was committed, and he was, hell-bent on getting the win there. But Ghost Issa, we haven't seen any Shifty Shafts action all weekend long. Good to see Ghost Issa here on the main stage, as he deserves as much love as anyone else. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna represent for himself and his fans?
It's a battle, cross-regional battle here between Boffin and Issa. Boffin from Japan, putting that region on the map perhaps. Issa, one other player in the space. Name in the action feed against another shot, actually. Issa getting third party, and sometimes when you're in these fights, you just don't expect when another player, they're gonna hear the gunfire. So they're gonna try and push the fight, maybe get an advantage out of it, and it's Mega! Mega marches on in and gets the better of Issa. Now it's gonna have to deal with Moffin, does not have that fort quite yet. Moffin's holding it down, does he get the half through? Moffin goes in for the fight, but that's gonna be another one! Number 2 for the Mega Man!
Mega Man.
Some Shifty Shafts action, and we got it right there. They are just unfortunately in the orbit of the Mega. He lands right outside of the area. Good on him to rotate through here and catch him off guard. Here's a nice little replay from
that was the
taking out Teak.
Yeah, the King elimination on Teak. Huge for him.
All right, Unknown Army touched up on him in his pass earlier today. At one point, he was actually somewhat shunned out of the competitive discourse for being too aggressive. Little did he know that was the perfect way to find himself here at the World Cup stage, because it was all about pushing players and getting eliminations.
Everyone has their opinion and strong opinions on within the competitive community.
I'll tell you this, he came right back as being everyone's favorite friend all of a sudden.
That's good, that's good. Obviously, it's, this is a competitive game that is still continuing to evolve and grow. Players, trying to learn one another's personalities and stuff. I understand we do have a replay, though, from one of the other eliminations. Tika. Look at this, Tika. Forward. That's the third party. This player now having...
Bom, se eu não acertei esse tiro, acho que é mais certo, não.
That was nasty. Tika made him pay.
The word chicken nugget and Paco was part of it. So pride of him. Paco's really been so far into solo. Yesterday. So jumping in with Zayd here.
Se eu não acertei aquele tiro, não acerto esse tiro, não.
That's what we like to say. Huge performance from Zayd yesterday, but unfortunately for him, not going to be the case in Game 4. Hood J, his first elimination is on to one of Fortnite's great Zayd. The fight continues against Dracones.
Artillery threat right here, and Dracones is going to have to back up here. Hood J moment of peace, because he's in the lowest level, he doesn't have to worry too much. Dracones going to axe his way through the middle, and ton of loot right there. That's his loot, respectively, if he can snatch it really quickly. Now he's more focused on the battle. And that's up a cone as well.
And from the Brazilian region, so there's no pressure. That's what they do. They'll go after the fight. They want to get
Codes ele está aí. Codes ele está aí.
What region you're from?
Absolutely loving
Codes ele está aí.
cadence of his axes, but he's gonna get punished. He's the one who's on the defense right here as he
Codes ele está aí. Codes ele está aí.
stands to go ahead and heal.
Doesn't have any shields, no minis, unlike Hood J, who has 2 more remaining.
No minis.
Allow him to bounce back. He's got all the mats now, Golden Boy.
Yeah, everything to work with. Sometimes, gotta go, just farm up, pick up as much as you can, or maybe even disengage from the fight. It may not be worth it. It's okay to disengage. Play the safe game. There's no reason that you gotta get aggressive, get in their face. We understand that is what the region likes to do, But in this instance,
hey, I talked with Macwood and Calculator in the Players Lounge for a while. I asked him, what do you do if someone disengages? Do you respect a good disengagement? He said, it depends, you know? If both of you guys are in a weird situation, they'll give up.
There's no reason for you to go for a fight that you're just not comfortable. He's looking for a fight right now. Has this player playing a little defense, but he ends up getting tagged, and now it's going to be him on the back foot. Has to take a moment. Pop a mini.
It's the best case scenario for him because he still has fights here. He did not lose normal health points. It was just his shield that was ripped off there.
Two quality players right now, scrambling against one another. Pika, get rid of the trees so that you can get above. You also get a little bit more resources out of this. Right on the player on the corner there. And then Pika, he just had that brief moment to move away. Saw him move ever so slightly down low. Saw the tip.
Pika versus Crew. A double qualified competitor play in the duo competition. Of the two, he's the one who just goes in. He's not the IGL. See how he can handle himself here when just playing solos now, and he's in the zone. He's found himself in the zone.
They get ticked for one into the zone, and they're pretty far from it.
Doesn't want to play off that camera angle, but he's going to chuck a brilliant grenade right there. It's going to open up the box.
Now you're inside of the Storm Monster. What's the key? You're engaging in this fight. You're losing health little by little. No!
Couldn't connect.
The play was just a go for it. Pika gets the better. He's going to continue to take
Pika.
Does have a launch pad, though. Can fly back. He's really far from the safe zone.
I just gotta say that was
Aí tu mata o family friend,
he
mano.
managed to turn it around and get that right camera dominant at that moment, but Pika's prime positioning put him over the ramp. He lost sight of him. He let his guard down. He got punished for it.
And this is from Pika's perspective and how he got the better of Crew with the first SMG. The weapon that I happen to favor quite a bit. I like it, although I do like to set myself up for failure sometimes, so I'll pick up the first SMG. It won't really end that well for me.
Mano, eu tô rodeado de gente, pô.
They know how to take advantage of each item in Fortnite. They're so good at really working with what's in front of them. Now, the format, as we mentioned before, we're pretty far from it. Okay, so when you get to 25th place, that's when the placement points start to tick. But each elimination is going to give a crucial point. If you watch qualifiers wondering, man, 70, 80 points, even 100 points, so the qualifiers format. That player in the world. Just a little bit as they all fight for position.
This is definitely that time in the game when everyone kind of positions up and the heavy congestion begins, but King doesn't care about that because he's King. He's looking for a fight. And arguably, before someone to fight in, approaching zone 4 and 5 here.
He's a savage. He's a savage. He does not want anyone else to sit up on that throne. It should only be him, but it's okay. Sometimes you don't have to be that thirsty. You can move away. That
Look at that. That's so brilliant. He changed his game. He says, you know, I'm not going to do this side. I'm going to go around and start.
Abri a janela pra dar o tiro na cabeça da mula. Ele não morreu com o tiro. Tem que entrar na outra partida rápido ali. Bora, 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 bora. entrar na partida rápido. Abdica. Oh yeah.
Bow down.
We thought Bugga was one of the best box fighters. Hold up, it's time to do some reviews here, because King is putting himself on the map here.
All I want, Bala, if you're listening, I just want you to do a VOD review. Okay?
Get us a VOD review, please.
Hopefully we can just agree on that. Wild stuff, man. Gets the window, boom, right to the face, right to the kisser.
He's already looking.
Hey, what's wild about that fight too is a lot of players would have just stayed stationary in that position. They would
have been content with being somewhere safe.
He had a target and he just went right for it.
Incredible. Here we have Dubs now.
Cara, olha só como que tá Parque Agradável ali. Olha a diferença como tá Parque Agradável aqui. Olha só a diferença de lugar, mano, na moral.
Maybe they'll be baller buddies.
Is still a thing. Maybe there will be baller buddies.
But you're right though about the Storm Surge. You really are, because if you're not putting in damage, 0 elimination right now. How many fights has he actually gotten into? Someone's gonna be above. There's Dubs. Minigun. Minigun goes right through your builds. Very powerful against structures.
Dubs only with 2 eliminations is actually the match leader.
Damage.
Other players, yes, just damage leader. And we just talked about Storm Surge. That's why you want to shoot at anything that moves. So realistically, you don't know when you're going to find yourself in that precarious situation where you have to push someone unwillingly, like pretty much with, you know.
And it was, and we were talking about this before we jumped on the cast. We were just pretty good at not putting himself in a position, but still get hurt, but still take shots. And Benji again, stealing for him there.
Saw that, put the trap above his head through the window edit, opens it up and hits him with the pump.
Now we're on this one. But as we were mentioning before, sometimes from a safe position, go for the shots. Go for the shots. Maybe you get a few damage perhaps. And King, he's taking fights outside as well.
He is still here to play, Golden.
2 eliminations.
Jogando muito, tá jogando muito.
That blue combat shotgun. Great range on that item. It's far away though from where the half-in, half-out circle is going to be. We're at zone 5. This is when things start to get a little crazy. What does King have as an option here? Looking for people on the move and then punishing them, maybe trying to get the community launch pad perhaps if someone throws that down. What is he looking for?
It really wouldn't even surprise me if he's just looking for elimination to recap on materials right now, because he doesn't have enough to full tunnel across here. Knowing his playstyle, he's probably going to want to push here. And there it is, he actually found the launch pad, so his game awareness was at an all-time
pra ir direto pra safe, se eu correr isso tudo, eu já apareço lá, tá bom? Eita, o Tifu aí, ó.
First point, as a matter of fact. Again.
Tifu não tá muito bem não, Tifu tá nervoso, tá nervoso.
What are the chances of that one? Yeah, the good old community launch pad right there. Great neighbors.
Paying attention to what's going on here. And Tifu make a big comeback for himself here.
A little concerned about that player who had edited out. And Tifu did have the mark on him.
Agora Tifu.
And then everyone looks at you, and Tifu again, he's doing damage, but he's not getting the elimination. Other people are siphoning those away from him.
Prisoner was just snatched from him. That's another point that unfortunately does not go his way here. He does have some shadow bombs though, so he will be able to make it to this next zone. He decides that he's close enough to try and tarp in.
Não sei nem onde que a bala tá comendo, se é aqui, se é lá.
Because he's only building in wood here.
People can take note of the structures being used. That will give you an indication as to where they are currently. Players do.
Não, é aqui, é aqui, é aqui.
Box metal perhaps.
Tá lá em cima, eu acho.
In case you're wondering for the first time, wondering what's going on here. Your 8-3 winner, Dub. 2 eliminations, still has that baller, but it is a very weak baller. I mean, look at that thing, it is cracked up.
Olha lá.
He doesn't have health either. He is very, very weak here. He has tons of materials though. He just has to play for placement and continue to hold this lead that he has.
Aí eu vou começar a tomar tiro aqui.
King gets taken out by Mongrone. Fortunately, right there, and Bugga is still in the running here as he catches Flexi, and the kill feed is lighting up right now as players are dropping, and we're approaching placement points finally here.
We're getting very close to it, Monster. Once we hit 25th place, everyone's going to start to earn some points. Right at the side of your screen, 3 points for everyone still alive, but Dubs, and we mentioned it, that baller was in dire straits. It was not going to be able to survive another rotation, and neither was he with the HP that he had currently. Then the rotations, everyone's starting to move here. They have some shadow bombs, they're going to use those and get to the other side, get to the safe area, build around and protect themselves, and hope that they can continue to gain more placements as we take a look at the overhead.
That's right, he was holding his breath because he needed to get that top 25. He didn't break it through in time. Everyone left in the game has already gotten placement points here, but you want to play for the next threshold. You want to continue to stay in this game here, as that's exactly what Tifu's doing with the shadow bomb, hopping around the build here, trying to keep a low profile. Bizzle still in the running. One of the innovators when it comes down to tarping and pushing out with effective and clean
Tem alguém dentro da casa aqui, velho.
Greats of Fortnite altogether. On the side, I was looking at this fight between Ruxin and Riversand. Riversand went for high ground numerous times, and Tifu is eliminated by Mongrel. And then Rux has high ground, as you see on your screen to the left. Then you have Bizzle, still very much in this one. Takamura with 4 eliminations.
Mano, não é possível, tem alguém dentro dessa casa aqui.
Players begin to fall, and we're coming down to the final moments, Monster.
That's right, we are. And we're going to jump into Takamura's POV here because he has 4 eliminations, and he doesn't plan on stopping. Neither does Mongrel, because Mongrel catches Benji 50 as well. Taking a look here, charging out. He is going to fall down, and he's going to get shot a few times here. What's he going to do is he's going for the high ground. He sees an opportunity. It's his to take. Now jumping over with Mongrel, who's in the low ground. Drops another player right here. Is he going to be able to connect in full? Can he convert here? He does not.
So many players are landing from Mongrel here. Coming down to the wire. One in front of Mongrel. Does he get the elim? He manages to just get away by the skin of his teeth. And now Mongrel gets up to the high ground. Maybe using this. If you keep jumping on the wall, you won't go out of the shadow state. He gets up top, but there's no one going to be there. There's a person all the way above him. Knocks the structure down. And the player does manage to catch himself and maintain the high ground positioning here. We have some great players still left in this game. But Mongrel with 4 eliminations is looking for number.
Só tem mais 5 vivos.
And that was on Nate. We're now down to the final moments. Top 5 Monster.
Pera aí que eu vou ver.
Those are the maps that he needed. He's still in the game here. He's going to go all the way for it. That's a trade out with the 109 to the face here.
Huge elimination.
4 vivos.
We're into a 1v1v1v1 top 4.
Eita, mais 2. Eita. Eita. Nossa, velho, que merda. Olha a quantidade de vida que ele perdeu. Mungrel perdeu. Caraca, mano. Que final doido, mano. Cara, ele só ganhou porque tava no high ground. O Mungrel tava jogando muito. O Mungrel tava brincando de jogar, pô. Caralho. Ele deu azar de tomar aquela shotgun na cara no final, mano. Ele ficou com uns 20 de vida ali, velho. Que azar de desgraça, velho. Essas jogadas assim que deixa o coração como? Tuc, 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 tuc.
Mongrel had no builds left. He had no HP to work with. He did the job he needed to do. Top 2. He got second place and a bunch of eliminations. And Shockwave late game again, Monster. Such a great piece of equipment that you can use.
Love that right there.
E era o último jogo ou não? Ele tá comemorando mais que os outros em geral, pô. Todos os que ganharam.
Just you only have so many opportunities to win a game here. Just to do that alone, it's magnificent.
Yeah, it really magnificent is the best word that I could think of at those final moments. Games 3 and 4 certainly did not disappoint. Oh, that was a wild, wild game. Here are the standings, though. Bugha still holding on to first place. Look how far ahead he is. 8 points currently, but Psalm now jumps in to second place. Nate in third. Riversand, who's managed to put together some great games, is in fourth. Rux as well. Epic Whale in sixth. Skype and Dubs get knocked down to 7th and 8th. And King, who is just very aggressive, is in 9th. And then Peter Pan from South Korea in 10th place.
Doing so good. The last player we saw in 11th place, Epic Whale, shot himself up to that front page, guys. So don't count out Andretta, Benji, Savage, or anyone else here in the top 20 because they have what it takes. Look at how close the point threshold is.
Yeah.
Everyone is
Cadê
in
esse
the
safado?
running
Vai me
for
atirar
top
de novo?
10 right here. And that's
Achei.
life-changing prize on the line here. The stakes are so high.
Yeah, the gap is so small.
Ai, agora não achei mais não. Agora achei.
2 more games remain. Wonder who's going to take it all. But let's go down to the stage. We got Jordan standing by for game 4 with Psalm.
And a huge game 4 win for Psalm. Now sitting at second place in the standings. Feeling really, really good right now. We're just talking about that high ground take. You said I didn't think that it was going to work, but real domination right there at the end. What was the thought process going up against such a stacked final 10 people? I mean, some of the players that were there are all capable of clutching this up.
After I got the high ground, I would just focus on playing safe, make sure I don't lose the high ground, make sure no one inches up my high ground, and then I let everyone on the ground do their thing, and then I clean up.
So the cleanup was real. Back to you, Gold Score Monster DJ.
Always a pleasure to hear from Psalm, veteran in competitive Fortnite, and doing it once again. No shocker there. You take the risk, you make the bold play, and sometimes it pays off. And in that instance, it definitely did. He's coming out quite pretty there, I think. But in second place, currently in the standings.
He's been in top 10 this whole time. Since the competition has begun, he's been chipping away at placement. And that last one was a huge victory for him. And that is exactly what he wanted and needed here to keep going.
So many great moments in that game. While we had a best seat in the house, there were some moments that maybe we didn't catch. But the good news is we got one of the best VOD reviewers in the game. Ball standing by to break it all down.
Thank you so much, GP. Yes, we have 2 games remaining. It looks like
falta 2 jogos ainda.
That first game success early on. They're going to move forward at the top of the leaderboard. But for now, we're going to take a look at some of Rux's performances and some of his shots that push him up to 5th. First,
mandou.
in the early game against Arkham.
Deu hora de acertar tiro.
A number of times this duel has been going on. Every single game here, Rux takes the better of Arkham and gets the loadout that he needs to push on forward here with the instant rifle and the combat shotgun and heals to boot. Only 1 map remaining through this entire time. Finding the elimination onto Core Gaming. So
não tem material.
Old structures here, other players' structures. And that's when you start going sneaky peeky mode. He stays crouched, make sure that no sound is coming through for that elimination onto Slayer. He had high ground in this position. A nice shot there onto Light. Unbelievable flick shot with the combat shotgun. And then this is when I believe it was somebody else took high ground here. Beautiful retake. It's stomping. Rux brings himself up into 5th place with that. We'll see if he continues to climb. But for now, we've got 2 more games to go. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much for breaking that down, Bala. Rux, who has been time and time again showing up in the top 20, always leading, whether it's solos or even in duos. Duos, along with his teammate Pika, they always have great events. So no shocker there. But this is what a wild ride we've been on. 10 weeks up until this point. All these players from around the world. I love looking at that top 10 as well, man, because it truly is a great international game that we have here.
Abre, safado.
Yeah, you saw it unfold.
Rapaz, ele tá nesse ângulo aqui horrível, hein?
King would be the man to show up today and be, like, honestly, the energy for the arena here, because he has had some of the wildest moments so far in his journey through the weekend.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. It's been a wild ride here, but that's going to do it for myself and Monster D-Face the Boricua boys. There we go, brother. Always a pleasure to connect with you. Now we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Courage and Dr. Lupo take the stage one more time, and then we crown our Fortnite World Champion. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Hello, Fortnite fam. I am LukiFace_. I am joined here at the front of house with David, and we're going to talk a little bit about how all of these systems work, how we are bringing the Pro-Am, Creative Cup, and the World Cup to you guys this weekend.
Perdeu o chapéu.
David, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me. What do all of these buttons do behind us? Tell me a little bit about what all of the technical things are here.
So basically this is controlling all of the lighting and all of the video for the entire show. We're pushing out all the videos that we see on all the screens, any camera shots that go up there. And then we're also all the player faces and everything else.
So it's your job to just make everyone look great, is technically what you're saying. Now, I know that you have some facts about the lights, the LEDs. Give me a little bit of some factoids about how all of this production pulls power and, you know, what goes into all of this.
Absolutely. There's about
10 minutos para voltar.
lighting fixtures in the room
Então show.
currently.
Pausinha de 10 minutos, deixar rolando.
4K video outputs to go to all the big screens. We're running about 98 million pixels worth of video space, and it's taking about 2,000 amps of power, which is
Mas
about
show, vou
enough
aproveitar
to
esses 10
run
minutos
about
para tomar
15
coffee.
homes.
Vou deixar o lobby aí. Deixa eu botar o lobby aqui primeiro. Café tá frio pra caralho. Vou botar a música aqui, ó. Botar a música aqui. Clima de nostalgia, né?
world champion solo player who is the best of the best of the best. We're going to take a look at what the standings currently look like and what needs to happen. So the first thing you're going to see right away is the runaway train Bugha up top. One victory royale leading the pack with 15 eliminations at 37 points, 8 points clear. But we talked about it a little bit yesterday and a lot during the qualifiers. What is a reasonable game to expect? We've seen a lot of the victory royales today actually coming from more passive players. They've been getting around 11 to 12 points apiece. We've been seeing high volume eliminations happening in the early and the mid game. But right now, looking at this board, Peter Pan sitting in 10th place right now is just off of the mark. He's 16 or 18 points off with a reasonable game. He could challenge towards that. Let's take a look at the second page, because then from 10th to 20th, it is a 4-point difference. Mongrel with a fantastic performance in the last game into contention, and this top 20 is the line where you will see an increase in that prize bonus. You will see at minimum on this page when all is said and done. 2 matches are left. We have already seen world champions crowned in creative and duo. Who will be the ultimate victory royale and who will take home the title? We're going to throw it back inside and see the final 2 matches. Lupo, Courage, let's take it home.
Thank you, Sundown. The standings. Just for the solos competition. With 2 more games left, who do you think comes out on top?
I would love to see the 13-year-old from the South America King show up big. I think he's put on a fantastic show thus far. Yet remember, just one slip up, one bad game, that's not enough to get out of the lead. He very easily, a solid high elim game, a top placement, doesn't even have to be a victory royale. How well he's played, he could make his way to the top with ease.
Can anyone catch Bugha at the top of our leaderboards? The lobby is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle bus launches in 2, 1. Game 5 underway of the Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition. Can they catch Bugha? His lead remains from the incredible shockwave plays earlier. All 100 players in the biggest day of their entire lives fighting for their share of, well, $3 million first place spot, $15 million in total.
Last game, Saul took home a victory royale. We're going to watch his drop in here as well as everybody else near the top of this board. As we go into these later matches, folks, keep in mind we're going to try and keep an eye on those that are closest to contention, that world champion position. Very, very important to know that. To the board there, you see 4 of the 5 llamas on the very south edge of the map, starting at Salty, all the way down to the east of Happy Hamlet. 1 more all the way to the top middle. Those getting picked up early are very, very important. Baller for Psalm already. May have been the only one dropping your head. Are you kidding me? A chug jug? A proxy grenade launcher?
I'm like, sure. For matches. Top 15 earlier. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Rux, who's gotten the better of him in these previous games, having to back on it for a moment as that strength did come down.
Don't count him out just yet, though. This drop, honestly, one of the loot heaviest in the game. You have a lot of materials as well. A player like this, he gets in a good position, maybe even takes out Rux, doesn't have to fight anybody else down here. He can climb his way out of here with ease.
9 grenades in Rux's inventory. If he could somehow bait Arkham into a bad spot, use those to his advantage, it could be the thing that swings the tide in this battle. Hasn't thrown the Chug Splashes. Hey, I was going to say, wondering when he was going to begin to throw them, but there they are. Chug Splash is down. Zero limbs still as you'd expect, as he's still looking around for where Arkham could be.
Maybe the hope to save those. We didn't necessarily use them just yet. The anticipation of combat before you know it, or at least the chance of it. I'm going to throw those down real quick. Shield. These two just kind of in a stalemate to get the map. To see if there's an opportunity to make a play. They are outside the safe zone quite a bit. Or even the quad that spawns here might be the key to getting all the way into the safe zone soon. Grenades going out, but beamed. Rux takes quite a bit of damage from Arkham, and aggression begins. The build up, and he's going to try and take the high ground shots. Rux, no contact just yet. To do some damage before you know it. Only 96 HP is not going to necessarily be enough against a player with accuracy like Arkham.
But he does have the combat shotgun, which is the ultimate tool that's in the game. Rux still at 96 health, has those grenades in his back pocket. Hasn't thrown any more yet, 15 builds still remaining. A very intense fight for these two. The shot comes through, down to just 41 HP. Rux versus Arkham, who can come out on top? Rux still with high ground, Arkham down below. Will he begin to throw these grenades? It doesn't appear so. Only 6 builds left, and remember, only 2 games remaining in the competition today. This could spell disaster for their final performance. Arkham, Battleroyale shield, definitely has to make but still, height can make all the difference.
Anticipating, if Rux had made a tag, we'd gotten damage on Arkham down at the bottom of that building, I would have expected a push, a chance to pick up that the 50 HP or shield. It was a siphon, no damage dealt there, so Rux decides to high healing players. 35 HP, going to try and get that med kit off, but he can't quite. Time to fight it out. A little bit of a build battle and see who can take ownership of the wall. Building up in the area yet again.
Oh my goodness.
The shockwave. He's actually going for it. Are you kidding me? Lutenezi goes down, and King back up to 85 HP. What a play.
On the World Cup stage, he just shockwaved to the sky and tried to hip fire hand cannon his opponent. Are you kidding me? With 35 health? Talk about confidence. It's such an insane play that it catches the opponent off guard. Stompy trying to push on it. I believe this is Dubs on the other side of the wall. Stompy gets the wall, gets the elim. Down goes Dubs. And also in the elimination feed, Aqua, our Fortnite World Champion from yesterday, has eliminated Tifu.
Match 5 out of 6, 1 left. Those players, the 16 that have already been eliminated, they still have 1 game remaining. But our current leader on the standings, Booga, down in Lucky Landing, going to make a rotation away. Avoid any damage. This point going to be the most important thing, is getting ahead of the game here. As the storm is pressing on in, he's only against 1 other player down here at Lucky. To rotate out to the west towards the river, probably the best one in the situation. The challenge has got a free rotation. Up now, here Slip is right there. Without realizing it too, he is relatively close to 2 llamas in the south.
Spot, even have 1 on his left, 1 on his right. I doubt he will since he's going to the low ground, but Booga, so far that 3 out of the 4 games, 1 where he dropped off early. Remember, was eliminated within the first 10 players in the game, but still keeping his lead because of how well he's performed in the other 3 games up to this point. Teak did show some aggression there for a moment, but decided to fall on back. Don't want to take this 1v1 out in the open. Would rather go continue to loot on up, earn more materials because, hey, 45 builds, you think, that's a lot. In any case, in a competitive lobby like this, and well, since he fell back, he's able to get himself a combat shot.
Down to 81 players remaining as this first circle starts to close. 52 seconds left before that ends.
And this is the first zone, very central on the map. No super drastic rotations need to come on through. Here's a replay from earlier on of how Aqua challenged and eliminated team. Goes against the floor and stands no chance, can't even fire at the top. From Tifu. He knows he does not have the day.
would say a lot of these players are used to, no matter where they hail from. I mean, it's the first time that we've had multiple regions from the entire world all play within the same lobby, the same setups. It's all on land here, so it's just a different scenario for everybody. Especially on top of that, if you have younger players that have never had LAN experience, players can potentially play here. Actually pushing the box, gets inside, and the elimination. Throw that, goes down here, Neo tilted.
And I like that a lot from Lecce, right? Because he's got 200 HP. He's already done a lot of damage to his opponent. He also does 23-4 white damage, HP damage to realize, wait, I have a major health advantage as Booga begins to dance on the main stage. But he pushes on in, forces the play, and says, you know what, if you have a trap, I'm still going to survive through it. You're so little HP that I know I'll eliminate you, even if I take 150 damage from the trap. Booga, I mean, I guess this is kind of the mindset he has right now. I'm in first. I've got shadow bombs, I've got a launch pad, I've got everything I need. Banny, if you want to play this game, bro, you can play this game. But Booga dances, and his opponent says, no thank you. No dance battle for me today, I'll back on up.
It's enough to pressure him to rotate.
Imagine dancing and scaring away your opponent. That's when you know you're good at the game.
Whenever you dance, you scare me away too, Jack. Don't worry. Elimination rumble on the right side of your screen. The format for the day. Match 5 and 6. We have 10 Royale. Top 5. It's only 7. We need a top 15. That's 5. Top 25 is 3. Every elimination on the board is an additional point. Ooh, a big 46. The white damage of that player most likely won't challenge him unless that's the only thing they have left. Pressure there is an opportunity to just rotate away cleanly.
Another thing to keep in mind, you see right there, 40% extra materials when farming. You also have a max count of 500 of each material type, so you cannot carry it back. 999 metal nuggets, 500 of each material type. Inside this new structure, the monster. Glorious mech defeated to save the Fortnite Island.
Hashtag 2. Ooh, a solid hit there. Above, knowing that man is closing off in just a second. Going to try and take the wall to edit from above. Hasn't owned it just yet. Very good question. At some point, that's going to have to come out. Maybe pressure the player off the campfire. Still, there it is. Still drinking. Scale taking walls, one of the highest pressure situations because you're on the verge of a box fight with your opponent. You know they're going to push it. Grab them, might take a wall and place it. Shotgun shot 160. The blue pump. Very, very powerful.
That's 160 to the jaw right there. People missing the shotgun, but it's all Surge did pop up, but it went away almost instantly as this lockdown was probably quicker as things have gone on. Even getting more early fights, advantage, solid. Chug flashes, and I like that a lot. Some, you know what, let me use this big shield, I'll get the health out of it. But because the opponent interrupts it, well, what's the lesser? That is popping 2 chug splashes. I like that from Sam, a sign of a veteran player. That's a perfect example of it right there.
Just waiting to see if there's an opportunity to sneak a shot through on the surface inside that ramp. He does a little bit of damage. He gets an opportunity to replace it. He does, in fact, take it. Shot will hit the wall, goes for the edit, but a big shot from the other side. Splashers coming in. Last one, time to use it. Pressure from the player inside. Rotating down, immediately popping a hole out and getting in his baller. Opts to not take that fight, and probably a very good call, seeing as how he took a ton of damage on the inside. 110 total now. The baller's full HP, though.
Legendary bolt. 75 total health. What a damage right there. Off and set up left side of your middle box. Fully built metal. competitive it feels like how little time you have to shoot and how little ammo you wind up having in these games. Replay from earlier on. This is Smith. Close box fights. Trying to challenge forward. Basically edited into the opponent's box. That's Hoodjay. And will get the combat shotgun. So a major upgrade from a common tactical shotgun up to a combat shotty. And I'm sure everyone that plays Fortnite knows
So surprised that he opted for shadow bomb. Working in late game, especially competitive. Oftentimes you see stacks of players on top of each other and no opportunity for a snipe. The shadow bomb is going to be a mobility. The baller's gone now. Yeah, it's in the spot. I don't know why he didn't take the shadow.
To be honest, I think Riverside viewed that as, all right, I have.
Seen with the speed of the builds up here, trying to get a little bit of a higher view. Doesn't want to be stuck down too low in case there's players rotating. Maybe some shots on the baller soon. Some pressure being applied on others and ops into that fight as well.
And if you look at where Buka is right now, on your minimap, the closest player on the west side of that zone, safe, and everyone has to move right towards him. Also, 6 minis, near max builds, 4 shadow bombs, 2 launch pads, a shockwave. Booga knows what a fantastic position he's in. If he can make it to late game, he basically has guaranteed placement points.
Leftover collection. Have to do some picking up on the inside. Pretty lucky finds on the inside here. Quite a few materials. Could not deploy a ton of minis. The optimal loadout for mid-range, up close, depending on who's pushing him. Yep. Positional wise, no launch pads, no shadow bombs. He does have the slip, but as soon as he's away from that thing, flying, he can establish a base, but making a move after that. He is getting attacked from literally every angle on the way. Hitting players from all sides, taking shots to try and push his way through for elimination, or get out of this area almost immediately. What a tough spot to be in. Shots on both sides. Puts the trap down, anticipation of somebody pushing in, and they literally cannot keep the walls up enough.
And that's the downside of being one of the last players to rotate from outside the zone. Everyone who's set up, including Booga, knows, hey, if we destroy it, when they've got to come this way, they're going to be floating right at us. If the whole lobby shoots at them, one of us is bound to get them. We're all going to get damage tags, and when the Storm Surge just popped up, everyone fiending for a little bit of damage to keep them above that threshold. Thankfully, the players in the lobby. Storm Surge goes away. Yeah, no, my teammate Sean eliminated him. We beat to the tab man on land and outplaced him as we take a look at players sure better. So, launch pad used by Booga right away, and with 2 launch pads, with all this other movement, he just needs to survive this movement. And guess what? This is a zone on the high ground. It's directly on this mountain, so from pretty early on zone, it's going to get awkward right away. Booga has made it in, but taking a lot of damage. Will use some minis to get back up to 150. Has made it to the zone. Benji Fishy just below, who's currently top 13 in this game.
He still has a little bit of high ground. Just going to look back at Booga's going to build his way up. See if we can spot anybody on the move. This position still very, very good. The edge of the next safe zone. 2 seconds until that pressure starts to apply, and a lot of players you see on the minimap have already started to rotate in. They're making their moves now, but shots from Bugha and many others as these players are flying in can use launch pads, get some shadow bombs used in situations like this, and no shield on that player. Bugha right now has a total of 16 elims today. King is in second with 15.
That's all it is. You just get set up in the zone, fire people who have to move from the storm. It's like common enemy. Every player in the lobby. Issa did just go down to class, and we also saw Vivid drop a couple moments ago. So, Bugha's one live so far. Vivid have gone down. We expected the drop coming on in. Everyone's made it up on the edge. You see the likes of Cease still alive. Clips, Zate, Creo, Cosmic, Skype, who earlier on took home a game of his own in game 2.
By the way, Riverson, who we saw eliminate the 6th place position, has gone down himself in 4th. So he is out of this game. 44 players, reversing retreat, going down to Dementos. And we are not even at placement position just yet. And we're looking at the 6th to 7th circle transition starting in 10 seconds. Everyone has to move. The people that have the best opportunity to take shots back, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of eliminations. Players going to be on rotation. Real tough.
We hit it. Wait for the long roll. Now, I don't think you can hold high ground. I mean, yes, high ground would be very good, but it's a long rotation instead of making that happen. Top of the moment. You see so wide on shockwave grenade. Setting up, always getting ahead of the zone as far as possible. Pika there as well.
Back behind him, going to take even more shots at players on rotation. Very smart plays. The shadow bomb, and he still has 3 more, so this rotation better be a good one. Got a chance to get ahead of a lot of people here.
I really do love this. He knows how close he is to placement points, and he's got such a lead right now that unless someone has a monster performance, if he just gets placement points, makes it to the top 25 again, with just 2 games left, that could be really all he needs to secure this Fortnite World Championship. He got the zone. The zone's going back his way, but Bugha goes to edit out, and there's a shotgun waiting for him. Down to under 50 HP, frantically trying to pop these minis. The spray coming on through. Can our leader hang on to placement points? Storm Surge activated on some of the remaining players. Bugha peeks out again for a shot. Not going to connect yet. 32 players left. Shadow Bomb being used. Can Bugha make it to the top 25? 3 more points can be the difference between making it as our #1 player today or 2nd place. Bugha's still bouncing up. 30 players left. Just so frantically looking around for potential victims.
You'll notice as soon as they're box to box, right next to the player, players like Bugha will opt to build straight up. 1 more, 26 remaining. 1 more goes down. He's going to pick up placement points. Let's see how many more eliminations. Now pushing even higher on the leaderboard. Everybody left picks those points up too, but as we move, players starting to drop. Right, Sky still sitting on a baller, as well as Fatch Pika with the ultimate high ground, and Bugha right in the middle, right in the thick of it on the outside. That's a very smart move. In that moment, the wall flying up. You don't want those players to hold on to those shots to break out. Maybe force some
out of builds, no movement items, made it to top 15. For me, this is already a fantastic game for Bugha. You've got placement points. Another elimination. How about a second? Bugha, what are you doing? 2 elims come in. He's back up to near full HP, and he's in the top 10, and he's got all the materials he could ever need. Bugha, how are you making this happen? From no mats and no movement. 1 player nearby. Bugha at 3 elims, still ahead of the zone. He can absolutely win this game, Dr. Lupo. 2 away from more placement points.
To drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, a green pump, 6 minis, and a campfire. 42 builds remaining. Just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots. possibly imagine. Creo picking up an elimination. He's sandwiched between Pika, Piza's Creo on the ultimate low ground. He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in. Might be enough.
Just staying ahead of this. Has only taken 1 tick so far. Player up top fighting, player down low fighting. Can Bugha make the impossible happen? Dodges the trap as well. Taking a little bit more damage. Bugha, no! But either way,
it's all good. Look.
He's done what he needs to do. He knows how important that game is. Now we're in our top 3. Pika up top. He's just all the way down low.
0 builds in Pika's inventory. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to drop in and go for a fight. Cannot connect. Pizus finds that elimination. Creo gets the final one in game 5. Goes to Creo.
I don't think he can believe it. I don't know if anyone caught it at home, but what he does right there is flint knocks the opponent, hits him for that body damage, and then shoots him into the zone. Great game for Creo right there. You see repping his team. Woo! Launching on up in the end. Here it is, the final moments. The zone closing. Creo's got it. You see, health advantage was to Pizus. Pizus would win that game, but a full damage flint knock connects. It swings the tide in his favor. And here it is one more time. Boom! Right to the chest, sends him into the zone. And wins the game. Creo as he takes game 5, the victory royale, 10 points.
We have one more.
We do. We still have one more game here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals. I don't see any way that Bugha's fallen out of first with that performance. He absolutely popped off. We're about to take a look at our standings, but he has made a decision where all he needs to do is find 1 or 2 points, and oh, my.
1 or 2, are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, Bugha sits atop his throne, far away in first place. He is 1 game from $3 million for the most eliminations, tied for the most victory royales, by far the most points. Bugha has put on a show and is nearing the title of World Champion.
That's what you need to break into the top 20. Yep. But even then, you're still 30 points away from first place.
You need a 20-plus elim game with a victory royale and 0 for Bugha. Good luck, have fun, but we do have Jordan Fisher on the floor, one of our members of that last game.
Playing held right there at the very end in such a high-caliber game. Again, another stack money right here at the end. You're hoping for some lucky health ticks in your favor, and that happened. Thank God for the best reaction for the wins so far today, in my opinion. Where's your headspace at going into this last game?
Right now, I'm on 3rd. I just need to clutch up, make sure that I don't make any dumb plays. I just keep playing, keep how I've been playing.
Well, it's great work. Fantastic job. Great victory royale. Back up to you guys.
Great to hear from Creo right there as he takes game number 5, the nerves in those final moments. You saw the celebration. I think he even almost couldn't believe how it all ended on up. Victory royale. You know the difference between 21st and 20th is over $60,000. And things like that, how close the standings are, could make the difference between earning $50,000, which is still great, but $112,000, which is to follow. But we're not quite ready for Game 6 yet. We do have it all over on Unreal Island with some analysis.
Guys, I do have that. What a performance here from Bugha today. Plays consistently. Find yourself some eliminations as well. Only falling in that second game early on. We're going to take a look at some of the eliminations that led us to a top 5 finish here. Bugha, first off, breaking the baller on the side of the zone, making sure that he knows exactly who's moving in, why is he moving inside of the zone, inside of the zone as well. Heading to the elimination. Absolutely amazing job by Bugha there. He actually got into top 5 So an amazing finish. He's got 2 points from that, plus all the other performances, other placements in that match. We've got only one match remaining. Just like you guys said, it has to be a big one for somebody to overtake Booga at this point. So Lupo, Courage, please close us out.
Thank you, Balla. As you know, so much on the line here this weekend of the Fortnite World Cup, but it is not the only thing that people are excited about with Fortnite right now, Dr. Lupo. There's always so much going on, and I'm sure a lot of people in this sold-out arena know. This week, it's time for a new season, and indeed, you guys want to see the first tease for the new season of Fortnite? I guess we should show it to you. I have not seen this before. Oh! All that has been told us is think back. August 1st, 2019, the next season of Fortnite. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is, Dr. Lupo?
Maybe in the third, I bet is going nuts right now. Jack. Dusty Depot.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys excited for the next Fortnite season? August 1st, all will be revealed. And my God, I got the chills right now. That's the first time we saw that. Then it showed us. Everything that's happened. You see the leaderboards. You see how it is. You're up by so much. What's the rest of the lobby?
It might at this point be a battle for second place, Jack. Such a lead right now. Booga showing why he feels as though he deserves world champion. At this point, I mean, you can't really blame him. He's playing out of his mind, playing incredibly intelligently. Positioning is key, and he's going for placement every single time. Just one on top of the leaderboard.
I can't believe he is so far and away the best. It had been something that I think a lot of people expected as well. Unbelievable in a stack lobby like this, folks. On what you're expecting from these final games, on your thoughts overall on the World Cup. It's been such a blast to be at this point. I cannot believe the road from where we started to here. These outline qualifiers, everyone coming. At the fan events too, it's been so cool, and I've been a part of so many competitive gaming events up to this point. It's my favorite. I'm saying it right now.
It's touching good. I appreciate that.
It is. I mean, it might just be, and that's all I know. I keep looking around, seeing everyone just excited, flowing back on in after the bathroom breaks, waiting for this last game. Appreciate your patience. We just got the lobby all set up. Want to make sure everything's all set and good to go. Remember, after this ends, if you're in the venue, don't just rush on out to get home. Go back outside the pits. You're the crown champion. Crown world champion. Congratulate them celebrate the achievement, the trophy. How are they going to get that trophy home to the players? Because
Jack, I'll give you $20 if you charge down there and grab that thing right now.
I almost threw the headset down. I almost threw the headset down. Again, you know, look at these lobbies we played on the other day. You can't be creative, you just sit there. So you're looking at the leaderboards, and we're used to in-game tournaments, right? Where you can go and see the prize pool and see how the split works. The solo and duos you see there on the screen. The solos, you know, competition is there. You click compete, and the prize pool pops up in-game at $3 million for first. And it, like, that's where it first set into me that we were actually at the World Cup final.
Yeah. When it's right there on the screen in front of you, it's real. Two of the fan favorites, Doug and Mega on the screen right now. And I gotta love that kid's hair.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have hair like that. There's Issa. Quite the loyal following online. Some people were excited to see him perform this weekend. So much pressure for these guys. Look at the fans around the venue. Everyone's excited for these games to continue. Kids in the back, Chicken and Raptor were battling with Thunder 625 fans in the venue today. Rio again, our winner from that last game. The thoughts going through his head right now must be, I've got to rise this leaderboard. I've got to get as high as possible reverse. Recently announced a member of TSM. Always seems like something's going on in Fortnite competitive. Now I think I'm wondering too, what's next to come, right? Is there going to be more of a focus on trios? I know a lot of people have been looking forward to that. Do teams now switch up after seeing this performance? Do you think teams begin to switch up if they're going to play trios on who they should have in on their squad?
One of the things I noticed watching the few trio tournaments that we've seen over the last couple weekends, teams really have kind of mixed units to play with. That being said, one of the things I love the most about watching those is that the groups how connected the competitive community really is. A lot of these players, they're all friends. Yeah, we see Skeptic on the camera, which is very funny, and people doing emotes on each other after elimination in game. But at the end of the day, there's really kind of no bad blood between anybody because they all recognize they're all here for the same thing. They're all in for competition. On top of that, it probably doesn't hurt that they all take home $50,000 at a minimum, right? Every single player. So yeah, that definitely can't hurt. But real quick, before did you ever think that any of these players, the list of names, I mean, we've watched them grow and change over 10 weeks of qualifiers. We saw people out of nowhere sometimes. And at the other side of that, we have players like Tfue, who've been well known for forever. It's amazing to see the list.
No, for sure. There's players that I think a lot of people expected to make it in, but didn't. All I know is there's been one player who's dominated so far today. It's Booga, and Sundown is over on Unreal Island with a breakdown of how he made it to this point.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And with one match left in the Fortnite World Cup final, one match to put everything on the line, the Sentinels player, Booga, has dominated the entire competition. He said from the very beginning, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to do me. I'm going to challenge every single player. I'm going to play aggressively. I'm going to look to get in their faces, get in the end game. The player who qualified from the start, made a name for himself after the host, and continuing running through. Let's take a look into some of his eliminations and how he's been able to build himself a 15-point lead over the best of the best in the world, and he's doing it by intelligent rotation, getting to the far side of the zone, and then hitting his shots. Kid, Bugga says, bring the rest of the lobby on. I'm looking to go aggressive. We talked about King and his shoot-first mentality, but the difference between King and Bugga is Bugga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off, when he needs to be safe for a second, and when he can go aggressive. You see him stall just for a minute there against Creo, who's pushing in to the top 3, and he is able to execute the game plan, come up with the Victoria, and keep pushing forward. Now again, he knows right now he has 0 elims, able to take off one right there, but he's chasing back into the storm. He's not looking to run forward, he's looking to catch them after. Same thing there, dropping down, picking up him, breaking the net, and this one in particular, incredibly well done. With the infantry rifle, laying down the shots, able to pick that one up. And you know, the one thing I really like to see about Bug after, every single time he hits those shots, real quick, he's just making sure he gets everything clean, no sweat going on, no sweat indeed, because he's sweating out the rest of the lobby. If you see Sentinel Bugger running at you, you need to be defensive or disengage, because he is not letting it go. He wants the top spot. He wants to be wire-to-wire leader. He wants to name himself the best Fortnite player in the world. One more match left. Lupo and Courage, take it away and close us out.
Great stuff, Sundown. Gotta tell the story of how our player has made it this far. Again, we appreciate your patience as we just get a couple things sorted in the lobby, but I believe I've received word. Everything is set. It all comes down to this. Millions and millions played online. Only 200 qualified for the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and this is the last game. The Battle Bus has launched one more time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals ends right here.
All 100 players on your screen. Bugha sitting out in front of everyone thus far. A commanding lead. This game. Thus far, 8 eliminations, but 30 points. Would have been third place.
Big number 2 yesterday. Zayt and Sack held on the first 5 games and slipped away in game 6. Has been in the lead for all 5 games. He has never lost the first place spot. Will he suffer the same fate, or can he close it out right here to remain our Fortnite World Champion?
Bugha, by the way, Pennsylvania 16-year-old player for Sentinels, qualified the very week of the World Cup.
He's got his first to start earning money to buy himself a car. Instead of this, he'll walk away with $3 million. Dude's gonna walk out.
Can't wait to get home. Imagine he wins $1 here. His parents are going to ask him to take the trash out, and he's going to laugh.
Yeah, right. He'll just pay his butler. See, set up many bills. One of his very early awkward fights. Cease knows that well. You look at what he has. Combination right shots and a drum gun.
Jack, one of the first 4 to go down in this match is Skype, who is in 4th place.
Wow.
A
little bit
very
of pressure
tough.
already on the top spot. If I do as he throws them down, all players surround that shots left. Really getting soft out of the continues. Moffin and Zayt outside of
Building, walling against any pressure from Zayt. They want to get caught on rotation. That's a very solid pickup to start this match. Single shockwave remaining. Legendary grenade launcher, drum gun, and as well.
Shot comes on through. Not able to get it done as of yet. Blaster still healing up. We'll have bandages to get back. 75. Picking up an elimination.
to close in 50 seconds. Bandaging on the head. Blaster just hanging out after that player down below. Going to see if we can take shots here in a second. Roll all the way down. No engagement going to happen here. Two players that have faced off against each other a number of times. Go to the wall. And in fact, gets the angle inside and pushes on through. A solid aggressive play. Rookie pick up his first elimination of Game 6.
Very clean, and that will end Darko's Fortnite World Cup run. Solid performance earlier on. We'll see where he's at for the rest of this lobby when it's all said and done. Reminder, this is our final game here tonight. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get it trending, just like yesterday. Alongside the millions of people watching online, Sam was our player as well, near the top of the leaderboards. What can he do in this last game? Can he make the trip to try to catch up to Booga, who was 15 points ahead in first?
Angled down through a handful of edits here at Mega Mall. He's on the side and trying to make his way inside. And pull himself out of his total points in just the last minute. That says a lot about what is possible. Place when we rolled into this game. Trying the Wayne side, pushing down through the outside. Does in fact get the wall replaced. Are you kidding me? Use the shockwave to get down the wall. Player inside. It's insane. Knowing exactly where his opponents are and exactly when to push. Already picked him one elimination using those skills. Gonna see if we can find a second player in the slip. Going for the snipe. Oh, and he can't quite connect.
Imagine what would have happened in this screen if he gets that shot. And he dabs after it. And he dabs after it. He's like, all right, this is fine. You guys. Good Jay, the underrated player in the Mega Mall area. Vega just gonna go back. Up. Another Serb still inside, so Vega knows if he gets in a fight, he can get the elimination. Grab another. Yeah. There's Vega on your screen. Couple of boxes.
Top right as well. Baller. Edges there, Laleo being quite a bit. Ton of damage taken. Meanwhile, back at that small town, southeast of the map. Banny, Arkram, back in a 1v1. Most likely, honestly, round 6 of these two facing off at the beginning of these games. 73 players left. The Storm right on their backs. Things are going to start moving here in the middle battle, but these two decide to fight it out right now. He phased through the floor. Could have on up, misses the shot. Of a 140, going to opt for a mini. Even just the 10 shield might be enough to save him from Arkram. Severe pressure to Stink. He's trying to find a top down to kind of lead the shots on what may or may not be a build out from Arkram. Try to do it. Arkram drops the fire. Drop that Arkram in the corner. After the push, Arkram out of the box. Unbelievably, honestly, what a shot from Arkham, the bottom there. Quick edit on the ceiling, shot comes through.
Health very similar between the two. Slight advantage to Arkham right now.
Have to imagine it. Almost every 2v1 between these two has played out so complexly. If we're watching this right now, I guarantee you this is not the first time we've seen it. What a shot, a quick flip and edit on the ramp.
It's cat and mouse. It's literally cat and mouse in this fight.
This is one of the most insane 1v1s I think I've ever seen. 64 HP remaining. Bane's gonna have to back all the way to the top. Maybe the campfire down. Just a second gets dropped in. Gonna have to wall against that. The ramp will save him. One chance for the minis. He's gonna wall off. Still back and forth between these two titans. The campfire goes down. As soon as that wall edit happens, the ramp inside just to prevent any push from the opponent. Arkham finding another angle. Might be getting the option for the campfire, though. Is going to have dealt a lot of HP back to Bainey. Shot through, can't quite connect. Here we go, pressure up top, and oh my gosh, dude, the pyramid block. Finally, the Storm deciding it's time to play the fight out. And Bainey goes down.
Hey, great fight though, man.
That was
went
insane.
That went on for a full 2 minutes. I love that we got to keep our eyes on that, but moving across the map now, it's Pika. We were complimenting so much on how easily he can move boxes in Mega Mall, how he can navigate these areas, and it looks like that same exact pattern is continuing. It's Squexy, who's at a major health disadvantage, but as I say that, does hit a quick little shotgun shot that I think will push Pika away for a moment, or maybe reassess what he's doing. Maybe a miss. It looked like he didn't really mean to do that.
Try and take some sort of chance soon. A minute on this Storm before it closes, and he's not in the next safe zone. Shark defeat, picking up an Elam. We're down to 68 players remaining. Inside of that 70 range. The Storm starts to tick down.
Pika, no wall in place yet.
He's just trying every chance he can to take these walls. This is the speed of these players. This is some insane stuff. This is why they're here at the World Cup. Can't quite hit the shot. He did a reset, took the other corner out, just as the opponent inside takes a shot with the shotgun. Can't quite connect. Still going for these wall replaces. Big hit there, down to 16 HP.
And he's got no mats. He's got 2 total builds, so with the zone push as well, it looks like it's going to be a shadow bomb play. Pika is actually going to dive into the zone to make his path a little bit less predictable. He will take the long route. 10 health, he's got a launch pad. I'm going to tell you right now, Pika is not happy. Yeah, you see him kind of sigh right there. Uses both shadow bombs. All materials he has. Literally can only build one wall. Can't even box up for safety. Uses one of his launch pads too. Not a fun spot to be in. Pika, look, still can't even build one box.
Does have the minis. He's got a campfire in case he wants to put it down. I think the fear at this point is if he puts that campfire down, it's like a signal flare for anybody around. This is the box to push. Meanwhile, Tifu. They'll see if it across. More opponent builds potentially. Back down shots at the target. He's in this box alone. You see the mini-map. Handful of players around Justice that reverse out there.
This is actually trio partners. Previous trio cup that had. They're fighting each other right now. Player challenging team who's going to back up for a moment. 3 boxes. Oh yeah, we got a fight here. Tifu, 1 versus 1. Is it exactly sure? It is Clicks on the other side of this wall. So Tifu versus Clicks. Veteran versus the up-and-comer. Back up for a moment. It looks like there's another player nearby. As Clicks will just say, nope, don't need this anymore. We'll fly away. Karhu goes down in the elimination. Cease goes down in the elimination. 63 players left. No Storm Surge in this one yet.
Bugha picking up an elimination. First of this match. Just another point between him and second place.
He and Bugha has embodied that today. Only one bad game. The rest have been electric. That up with the high ground. Patiently for this lobby to hop on down. Stacey now 1 box away from an opponent. 54 HP, needs to perfectly edit one of these walls and get a shot down range to see his opponent. Still for any moment, he expects him to drop it, and that's exactly what happens. He's finding the patterns and how his opponent likes to play these box fights. And still with no healing, and his opponent jumping back up, you gotta think some shields will be replenished, and safe will be at more of a health experience.
Still on the floor.
No shields,
Paco catches himself. He's going to hold the edit on this pyramid. He's looking for a chance to push Martin. If one arises, we'll have to see. Snazy's hope may be to catch him off guard. There we go. Here's the shadow bomb. Going to rotate up and away. Use that, redeploy, and try and make his way into the safe zone. Only 54 HP. He's not quite safe yet, but now it's the chance to look to the right. Get a couple shots. Player inside the box as he lands right next to him. The edit through, and Rogue Shark sets the trap and gets him. Tough play there. Clicks. Meanwhile, 1 elimination, 62 builds. Two north edge. He's underneath the plateau. Dusty giving reverse down there as well. Tifu on the edge. Astonish, Smeef, Zate. So many players stacked up near each other, and oftentimes you do see players utilizing the already built structures for easy wall replaces. No surprise. Popped up next to him.
Inventory looks great. He just doesn't have a lot of
Imagine up 1 elim on someone who's can kind of fill those numbers up. If you look at it, it'd be a great spot to play. Very, very good. 6 players remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the solo competition here in the Fortnite World Cup. It literally all comes down to this. 5 players become millionaires right after the game. Tifu just picked up his 3rd limb. Down. He does have 2 launch pads, and I might use one of those. He wants to make sure he makes those placement points, and there it comes. Launch pad used. Will Tifu get beamed right into the moments where you're just thinking, Ben. Literally flying past the window. Opponent's going to land on top of the 6 build. Still has another line. Boogie just in case. Maybe a baller rolling past. Out of it. Get that jump in the baller roll away. Shotgun shots. The loadout here, look at this. Fire. 10 redeploys. 2 shockwaves. 6 minis, but no medium ammo, Jack.
Crazy note with Booga. The Fortnite World Cup qualifier started. Booga qualified in week 1, in NA, in 1st place. So from the moment Fortnite World Cup started, he finished atop North America. And this is his to take unless someone has legitimately the best performance ever in the history of a Fortnite competitive game. Booga should be our Fortnite World Champion. Tifu and Benji Fishy fighting on the bottom right of your screen. Sam who's trying to contest and take that throne. Replay did get his first limb of this game. And you see the fist bump right there. That was easy to get to.
At this point, 51 players remaining. This lobby is going to get very, very tight. Going into this match, 2 points ahead of third with 15 points behind first.
Talk about a lead as we've just now hit our top 50 in this game. Arkram goes down. Sam, 1 elimination. Can he close the gap? If you think about it right now, he's still 15 behind, Ben. Booga's still in this game. What he needs right now, Booga to go down, and he needs 5 more limbs and a victory royale, but no! No! Sam gets caught off guard. It's Zate, and as that happens, Booga gets a limb. The pieces are falling into place, and Booga's about to call checkmate.
Tifu on the screen here. 3 eliminations. Still has the launch pad. Pretty similar loadout. Not a lot has changed as he's waiting biding his time, looking for eliminations up above the rest of Bugha.
Bugha hasn't had a move in 5 minutes.
Nope.
He's had a height, he hasn't had a move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's that a limb that we missed when Salm got taken out. And,
are you kidding? Look at him. Really last. Quick one tap on Storm on the move.
It's a gift. It's his birthday? That's about as free as it gets.
Bugha might be the luckiest player with zone placement I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite match. Sitting atop his tower, a castle of metal, unthreatened.
And he built it with metal earlier, and he just kind of hoped it would work out this way, and it did. He's been sat here for so long. It basically sums up the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard in the game itself. Bugha on top, nobody nearby, no threats, nothing. Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring. And this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Bugha. Oh, please. Oh, imagine.
Both go down. Going to be 2 very good eliminations there. 38 players remaining. Top 25. Is looking for shots on everybody flying around. Still has that round advantage.
Materials. He's gonna trap the ball. Oh, the ball escapes. The absolute seeds right now. Bugha still moving through, and at this point, it's a sign of respect. We've got to watch this man continue to dominate. A statement is being made. Dr. Lupo at the end of this game, he'll most likely be crowned the best Fortnite player in the world.
I've never seen anybody play in a competitive Fortnite match with a smile on his face like this kid right now, but he is absolutely dominating every single player he's run into thus far. Looking for a shot here with a couple of edits. Rotating back away, pressure from above, and he's immediately going to wall that off. The kid's
top 10. He's smiling. He knows it. He knows it.
Ridiculous.
9 players left. Unrelenting is Bugha. Hasn't dropped out of first since today started. There's all the remaining players. Running low on materials, but he still wants more. 4 limbs in this game. Box it up for a moment. Pyramid comes through. Bugha still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. 1 build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my gosh.
Bow down.
Surprise.
Bow down to Bugha.
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the Victory Royale in Game 6.
2 left.
1v1. Crew Still in it, T-Chubb as well, back and forth. And it might come down to a heel-off. T-Chubb dropping down those campfires. We'll see here, Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chubb goes down. Crew with the victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. That could have just secured him hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million by just that game right there with how he does. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga! $3 million richer, the biggest individual prize victory in competitive gaming history. Millions watching online, and folks, he didn't narrowly win. He absolutely took the best Fortnite lobby in history and taught him a darn lesson.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Fortnite World Champion solo winner.
There's his family looking on. Hey, get double chicken. get the extra meat, do the whole thing. He's buying, I'm going to tell you right now. And there's the dance. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to bet his dad if he's got moves like that. And that's what it's all about. Booga hasn't moved, as we'll probably need security to get him to leave this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Booga, your new Fortnite World Champion. We have cast in almost every single major Fortnite event up to this point, Dr. Lupo. I have never, ever seen a performance come close to that. So far and away, the winner that literally, them backstage didn't even have to calculate it. It was done.
Immediate. Normally, folks, we do have to wait a minute or two, and they need to triple check. They went right to it. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Insane.
Out of the gate. The trophy presentation, by the way, is coming up very, very soon. But Jack, Booga from game 1, a 19-point victory royale to start the entire thing all the way to the finish.
He nearly
Good
doubled.
Lord.
He nearly doubled second place.
59 points.
That is one of the most dominant performances in competitive gaming history. Second, congratulations to Sam, who beats out Epic Whale by 1 point to earn $1.8 million. Epic Whale, Creo, King there as well. You see Crew, Skype, Nate, Riverson, and Fatch. And then our top 20, Rux, T-Chub, Mongrel, Stompy, Dubs, Pika, Bellow, Clicks, Peter Pan, and Commandment. $112,500 or more earned. But as always, a congratulations to everyone who made it this far out of the biggest stage, the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
Absolutely ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. From myself and Courage JD, the opportunity to cast the Fortnite World Cup could not have happened without you. But this isn't our show, Jack. We absolutely need to pass it off. If you could, please, Golden Boy, take it away.
I got you covered, fellas. What an incredible ending that was. Welcome to the winner's circle. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga! Ladies and gentlemen, this cup is yours. One more time, your world champion, Booga! congratulations. I'm just going to ask the most generic question in the world. How do you feel right now?
Words can't even explain it right now. I'm just so happy. Everything I've done, the grind, it's all paid off, and it's just insane.
So the last game I noticed you changed it up a little bit. You decided to change your drop spot. At what point in that game did you know you locked it up?
I'd say the second round after getting hit by llama. It was pretty much just sealed there. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, I know that you have some family here today. They're right there. Who are you playing for here, bud?
My whole family, man. Sentinels.
And finally, you know what? I don't even think we need to say anything else. Give it up one more time. Your champion of the world, Booga! Let's get the whole team out here. Let's get everybody. I want everyone in this stadium one more time. Put your hands together for this young man. He just made history. History. $3 million in prizing. The greatest Fortnite player in the world, hands down. There is not even a question. And for all of us here in Arthur Ashe Stadium, we want to thank you all so much for joining us on this incredible journey. This has been the Fortnite World Cup Finals. This has been not only our event, not only his event, but your event as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the Battle Bus.
This is what it's all about. The Fortnite World Cup Finals ends right here. The biggest day of their entire lives. 100 players. The battle bus is loaded. It is time. Shots coming in. No elimination yet.